discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm your host, the Knightmaster here, and here are my boys back at it again. Everyone knows Gabe from the last stream, but of course, you guys already know Don and frickin' Moz.
What's up?
How's it going on, folks?
Everyone, I appreciate everyone that's are trying to get to the stream tonight. Unfortunately, we had some complications with scheduling this week, especially since I'm going to see Godzilla tomorrow, and I won't have time to do a stream with the boys. So, which I'm very excited to see. I think Godzilla is going to be freaking epic. And so far, the damn box office numbers have been going wild overseas.
Yeah, I mean, how weird is it that the springboard, quote unquote, into normality is going to be King Kong versus Godzilla? You know, people are actually wanting to see this in theaters. I mean, it's almost like that little linchpin that starts to bring back normality, and it's going to be Kong versus Godzilla. I mean, that's kind of awesome, actually, you know, considering what Godzilla and King Kong represent, and they're going to usher in, hopefully, you know, a new era post-pandemic, you know.
No, it's gonna be right. I'm actually surprised that it's actually doing well in theaters, because the thing is, it didn't do well. The original Godzilla original versus King Kong, but Godzilla King of the Monsters, the last sequel, didn't do so well.
I mean, I don't go to the theaters a lot, but I actually went to see that in particular because Boston was the epicenter, and I'm literally 25 minutes from there. So, it's one of those type of movies. You're either invested into those movies or you don't care. There's no in or, you know. I mean, you see your first one, you either get the bug or you don't. You know, no pun intended.
Okay, how about you, Moz? How you feeling about the new Godzilla so far?
I'll see it. I'm gonna watch it. Me though, I'm still trying to figure out how. In 20 years, Kong went from like maybe 100-foot tall to Godzilla size. But you know, this is something I'm gonna have to work out in my head. My suspension of disbelief's gonna have to just suspend some more. But yeah.
Well, it's been more like 50.
Well, the thing is, they already said it in the original movie that King Kong was just a baby. Well, not baby, but a teenager.
Yeah, but he'd been around for a few hundred years already before man discovered him on Skull Island and Kong Skull Island. And then he just got a growth spurt in the last, 20, 30 years?
We don't talk about the science of kaijus.
Well,
Have you seen the original Godzilla movies where they had freaking Jet Jaguar as small as a peanut, and then he ends up growing into Godzilla mode? Come on now. We don't talk about the science in kaijus.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't... Oh, I forget the title of it, but the 2018-2019 Japanese Godzilla movie, where he's literally evolving as he's fighting.
Shinra.
Shinra. Yeah, the Showa Godzilla. Yeah, and at the very end, when they use the freeze dry, you see him evolving like humanoid creatures out of his tail. So, again, science doesn't matter in these movies.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's nuclear. So,
this movie is only going to work if they bring back Samuel Jackson.
They're not going to bring it back. Come on, he got crushed up by a freaking fist of a Kong. Get out of here.
Well, I mean, you said science is kind of, you know.
Oh, hey, you got to be there. You got to be there. Hey, Gabe, can you be able to pull up the Prime 1 Studio Godzilla real quick?
Yeah.
Man, he's on the stream and you're making him work? That's messed up.
He's the producer.
So that's my job. That's my job here, bro.
That's his job, man. All right, there it is, guys. The Prime 1 Studio Godzilla busts. And it's not life-size. Okay, I've been seeing all the comments everywhere. Like, where's the life-size?
I need the rest of that monster, though, not just the bust. I need the whole thing to that scale like that. So I can put him with my Hottoys.
Now, is that temple? Is that supposed to be from King of the Monsters, where he went in and rested and
Yes.
he got the nuke recharge? Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it was. It's like that shrine that was worshiping Godzilla.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause that was
he's still out of
badass. in
scale
the
for
scene.
Hot Toys. He's still out of scale to pose in my Hot Toys though. That sucks.
That's the thing though. Like, there is a figure line that does the posable Godzillas, but they're not seamless or anything that you can see the. That's the thing though. Like, in order to create a figure like this, to create that escapism will be tough without going to a statue mode. This is sort of like a statue.
But see, that's not my Godzilla though. My Godzilla is I had back in the '80s. He's just this green guy. He had wheels on the bottom of his feet. He had this rubber-ish tongue thing of flame that would come out of his mouth, and he had an arm that he would just shoot off because he can't. That was my
Dude.
Godzilla.
So I accept all Godzillas. So they're all. I'm all in love with them except for Zilla. Get that guy away from here. That Zilla is trash. Okay. Because I loved how in Godzilla 2000 they ended up like destroying that version of the American Godzilla with the battle on Australia. I thought that was hilarious.
I think they need to bring back the worm guy though. They need to bring back the worm guy.
I think that the Godzilla movies are a really good. They're a good history of how far cinema goes and the techniques we go to make just monsters fight. Because even as like little kids, we're always I mean me at least when the stereotypical kid with his dinosaurs wants to have his dinosaurs fight. And when we grew up, we're watching the old school men in suits who could get overheated, so they have to stop and give them 30 minutes to dry off and rest.
You mean
we go
Bobcat
from
Goldthwait?
that to what we have now. And it also shows like where some of the curves go with what's popular within those realms themselves.
I think Bobcat Goldthwait was the best on television Godzilla. Just
Oh wow, they're coming out with a Kong bust as well. Shoot, Prime Studio is going all out for these busts.
Oh snap! There you go.
But yeah, I love the fact that everybody was complaining that, hey, where's the life size bust? Can you imagine a life size bust? Get out of here.
It'd be bigger than anybody's house you can probably name.
Well, they could put it right next to the Gundam and.
I mean, his teeth will be bigger than a car. At life size, they literally his teeth will literally be the size of SUVs.
Oh, that is true.
It's probably even being conservative too.
No, it's just it's a wild concept. Just get a life size bust, but I don't collect busts, but I do see there's quite a few that really get into that detail, and Prime Studio really went all out with this Godzilla. Like they got the freaking the glowing eyes, the generating that atomic breath. It's crazy. The detail that went into this figure, not this figure, but this bust.
Now, is it only like when he goes like the full atomic nuclear blue, or does it have the previous colors as well? Because I'll be honest, I don't know, especially with this iteration. Like once he's mutated to go to like the full nuclear level, if that's his full power, or if it's something he can basically turn his power levels up and down.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's sort of gonna be like.
I think he's
the
light
Dragon Ball
up.
Z route. The Dragon Ball Z route. They're always different levels, and they just pick one. Yes.
Okay.
Now, in other news, something else that happened this past week, since I haven't been here, Nate, if you don't mind. This came out. This is an awesome book. I am so happy. Marvel has finally taken the Alien franchise.
Wow.
Alien
look at that
number
cover.
1. Alien number 1 came out last week. It is an awesome read. I picked this up last week. I bought 3 different covers because that's what we had at my store. I like this one the most, though.
Yeah.
Scotty Young variant. It's awesome.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. I had to buy 2 of these because I like this cover so much. And then
Wow.
everybody I showed it to at the store when I was working there, like,
So,
oh, where's that one? I'm
Marvel
like, oh, I bought it.
Marvel is taking over. The finally taking over.
Predator
the
comes
Alien.
out in June, man. Predator number 1 comes out in June, but this was a great read. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see issue number 2. So right now is a good time to jump on. It's the beginning of the franchise for Marvel.
Well, Disney's next, supposedly, according to all the insiders and speculation on investors, is that Alien is going to be the next actual franchise that they go hard on. And the weird thing being, it's going to be their first foray outside of Touchstone Pictures into actual R-rated movies. So that's a weird thing too, because again, not only are they developing the series for Hulu, they actually want full movies. And Disney's always had a weird fascination with Alien because they've had a license for Alien or Aliens since like 85 or 86. Because again, you had the Alien scene on the Great Movie Ride, and then they actually tried to make an Nostromo ride that ended up turning into like the Alien Encounter in Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. That originally was going to be a Nostromo ride, and the alien that gets loose was going to be the Xenomorph. They had to pull it because it was basically going to be PG-13 going into R-rated territory for the ride.
I am fine with that. I am fine with more Alien and Predator media because I'm getting tired that Hottoys has not dropped any, Hottoys for any of these figures, any of these lines. Like we showed some prototypes
just a long time ago.
Yeah, I would really like some new Hottoys for Aliens and Predators.
I mean, if there's going to be new stuff for Aliens, I would not, especially with the new Fire Team coming out. It seems a lot of the designs for the Aliens are taking inspiration from the 90s Kenner line, where you had all the weird aliens, like you had the snake alien, you had the crab alien, the bull alien. So if they're incorporating those designs into that game, I totally could see Hottoys, again, under like the video game license, what they do for Contest of Champions, like Venom Pool and Punisher War Machine armor, doing aliens in that scheme, like Kenner-style aliens.
As long as we get some moments with the original AVP armor Predators, I would love those. I would love those.
I just want a reissue of a big chap at this point, and I want a Ripley and Power Loader like they promised us in 2017. A reissue of that. But instead they're doing reissues of Batman. Nate,
no, that's an old story.
Okay, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. We had a comment here. Barbosa popped up, and he said, will be the possibility of a Hot Toys relaunch of the Batmobile in 1989. And also he has the Predator logo there. I love that. Look at that. That's freaking awesome right there. That's one of my favorite armors right there. So yeah, guys, Gabe, if you can pull up the Batman page, that'd be great. So we can talk about. Okay, we can talk about that as well. As far as after what we witnessed this week, there's also been a lot of talks that the people are mad with the reissue of the original Batman Begins figure, which was 10 years ago. There was no updates to it. The only thing that's new is the body. The Batman Begins body is new, but the features on it is still the same from 10 years ago, and people are just mad.
He's a wired cape. He's got a wired cape now, I think.
He does have a wired cape now, right? So that's the thing, though. I'm hoping that Hot Toys doesn't see this as a negative, and they just stop doing reissues after that, because if they're like, we're giving this to you, to the people, full Bane. Hot Toys is like a Bane, like, to the people.
So they finally got this guy coming too, the Batman Beyond one?
Yes, this is going to be without...
Actually.
Now, for those of you who've not pre-ordered this yet, you are on the fence with this. Unfortunately, this figure the pre-order numbers are very low on this. So do not hesitate on picking this up if you're already trying to debate it. I'll be in this figure now, because the material and the posability for this is crazy. This is like the best posing figure from the Arkham line as of right now for Batman.
It's still not the Frank Miller's Dark Knight.
Well, as far as the actual question of whether the 89 Batmobile will get reissued, I say at this point it's all down to a flashpoint. It's who does cameos as Batman, and there are different iterations, and who doesn't. I think that is going to dictate what potentially gets reissued. It's just simply down to that. If Keaton is not in Flashpoint, I don't think you'll see any reissues of any key stuff.
He's already cast for Flashpoint. He's already in the cast. Last I
Well, no, I saw rumors that he had to pull out for whatever reason.
That's new. I apologize.
Yeah, exactly. This is all speculation and rumors. What I also think is part of the reason we're also seeing, the reissue of, Bale Batman Begins. He might now be confirmed for Flashpoint. As far as what other, besides from it being, there's the 10th anniversary of Dark Knight, right? But we've getting DX19. So all of a sudden, Batman Begins comes out. It's just,
Now here's the thing, Don. Do you think that Hottoy, because from what I've been hearing, Hottoy doesn't really listen to the messages or social media as far as like the comments are concerned. But there are a lot of people that are complaining that the Batman Begins figure it's a cool reissue, but the problem is it's a lazy reissue. They're calling it the lazy reissue. Do you think that Hottoys will be disgruntled about that and not do any more reissues after that, or
what are they expected to happen? What are these people complaining about with the reissue?
The thing is that what I've been seeing the complaint is the design hasn't been tweaked. I didn't own the figure in the past, so I know some people had certain issues with it. But from what I've seen people saying is the known issues in the past figure, it does from the prototype pictures does not appear to be updated or corrected. Now, again, I don't have the figure, never had the figure, so I can't comment on that. And I'll tell you this, based on the promo pics, I'm gonna go with the DX19.
Yeah.
And again, that's just and I know just from doing customs how difficult certain things can be getting details done. So there's no bashing from me on Hottoys. I mean, it's just at this point it comes down to aesthetics, preference, and what do you think looks better. You can't. I mean, and if you don't like it, don't buy it.
You know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy about that? Another thing. Peter Lamb's in the house. Peter Jazzy's in the house as well. What's up, guys? Big Dog Pound 1. Yes, a lot of people are back. Good job, guys. And Peter Lamb, he finally made it from a meeting, so that's great to see. But going off from Don Prime, that's the thing though. Like now, since Hottoys is giving you options for reissues now, why should you be complaining at this point? I understand how you feel about the original 10-year-old figure, but a lot of collectors that missed out on that 10-year figure are now. That's the thing though. Hottoys is doing it for the people, but the people with the new money, new cash, like us. Like we're new. We got new cash.
They're doing it for the people. I wouldn't be paying $400 a piece of Predator. So re-release those things so I can pay $266 like I did on Wolf. Hell, Batman. Give me a Frank Miller's Dark Knight or go home.
Oh God.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
I
especially
to order that custom that the Pheonix Studios does. I'm seriously considering $600 now for Frank Miller's Dark Knight just so I can wave them in your face.
Oh, give me a second. Hey Gabe, can you pull up the Batmobile from Sideshow?
You mean from
yeah, the Tumblr.
There you go. Let's leave it here. Yes.
Now can I just say one thing?
Yeah, Don, go.
All right, so my buddy, the guy I actually been shopping with for 10 years, he actually has the Tumblr up for $650 with free shipping.
Nice.
So I'm going to give you the name now if you want to go. They're out of Austin, Texas. Again, I've been shopping with them for about 10 years now. Toy Dojo. Again, they just listed it. Amazing customer service. So go check them out and see what you like. But Ed will take care of you. So again, if you're in the mood for a tumbler, the price is good. Shipping is great. Again, great customer service. They also carry, full line of the Hottoys. Usually if there's a basic and a deluxe, they'll only carry the deluxe, just to forewarn you.
Don is always hooking you up, man.
See, that's nice.
Well, again, this is my guy. Yeah, I mean, this is my guy's shop.
This them, Don?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
I love the Shitoro and Kaneda bike. But that's expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
there's
the
Toy
Black
Jojo,
Ball.
guys. If you are looking to grab that that tumbler,
Yeah, just forewarning, they sell out quick. And aside from Sideshow, I get all, if I have coupons or points, I get all my stuff through them.
I got Ahsoka pre-ordered, but I'm kind of worried about her posability.
That's why I'm suggesting getting 2. Keep one for just museum pose and keep the other one for actual
Not all
posing.
of us loaded like you, man. I work at a comic book store. I don't make a lot of money.
I'm just giving you options. I'm not gonna buy 2
I just get cool
Ahsokas.
comics. That's all.
Hey, first rule in government spending: why buy one when you can't do it twice the price?
And I'm getting my comic shop to start carrying Hottoys, man. They got a whole bunch of pre-orders at second time. Right now, even the Boba Fett's,
Hey, are you gonna own stock in Times now since you're pushing these figures?
I'm buying some of my figures from them. Yeah, I'm buying my Ahsoka from them, my Darth Maul Clone Wars from them, my Transport Troopers coming from them. There might be one or
Which
two
I'm
others.
suggesting get one, guys. Get one Transport Trooper. You don't have to get 2 of them because they got the Tank Trooper now. They got the Sword Troopers. So do not get 2 Transport Troopers. You're crazy. You're gonna get 2 of those. But Don, we did call it out that they are using the updated head sculpt from the DX19. But unfortunately, everything else about this body, there's a lot of issues with a lot of collectors. Like you mentioned, like they're literally calling it the lazy reissue. But the thing is, like, at the end of the day, they're doing these reissues for collectors that missed out on this figure, or the fact that the figure broke down over 10 years of time, you know?
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, and again, I'm coming from a realistic point of view. Again, these are, niche items. They're going for a high, they're right off the bat, they eliminate a high percentage of people who, are normal consumers, especially, Batman fans or fans in general. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, if you get Hottoys pissed enough, they're not going to they're like, at a certain point, they're going to be like, okay, we're just not even going to deal with these people anymore. We're not going to make this because it's not worth it. Because eventually that's what you run into as well. Because, if the numbers don't equal, basically if the numbers for pre-order don't mean that they're going to make enough money in the long run, they're going to, again, like you said, stop doing reissues.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's what I'm concerned. If all this hate keeps coming out, is Hottoys going to be affected by this? And then I was reading up other collectors that said, nah, because it's money. They're going to put these out, and they are going to sell, whether or not the collectors are going to hop on this reissue. Collectors that are pissy fit about this are going to, which I understand. I know why you guys are mad, but this figure, unfortunately, is not for you guys. It's for the newer collectors that missed out on this, which is admirable. I understand. Like, yeah, which means we might have a chance at other reissues, like the 89 Batman.
If they want to help the newer collectors, they need to put out like 89 Batman and Joker. They need to put out the DX11 again. Stop teasing us with these Christian Bales. Jesus, give us some real shit. It's really crazy.
Well, and I'll be honest with you. At this point, the fact we're seeing all these Christian Bale head sculpts, it almost guarantees when Thor 4 comes out, we're gonna see a Christian Bale head sculpt for the God Butcher.
Ooh, that's right. He is the God Butcher.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's right. And then we got Russell Crowe as Zeus.
Yeah, and again, Jeff Goldblum was spotted on set with the rest of this crew and cast, at events in Australia with Jeff Goldblum. So is Zeus and the Grandmaster now going to be in this movie? So,
Gabe, pull up the Batmobile because I love talking about that thing. But there was a question that popped up. Big Pound Dog or Big Dog Pound. We pulled it up. He asked which figure to get for pre-order because they're both up now. The Batman Begins
DX19.
pre-order or the DX19. I'm going for the DX19. I might get the original Batman Begins Bale, but if I had to choose, I would go with the DX19 because that's like the Bruce Lee version of the Batman Bale figures. Like you got that.
I would go with
the posability, and it's crazy.
I would go with Batman Begins, but yeah, you can't pose him. And
Like
that neck is really bothering me, man. The neck on that cow has always bothered me. But I'm not a fan of the neck on the DX-19 either, though, because then it makes his head look like a bobblehead on the DX-19. It's like his head, like he's top heavy or something. But yeah, you can't win for these, man.
Now here's the thing, though. Another thing is, Hottoys, they're based in HK, right? So they go off from what's popping over there, and they must have seen some type of hype for Bale. Like Bale must be the Bale Batman, because we're seeing so much of this, so much of the reissues for these figures. I'm guessing that over the HK, Superman and also Batman's are sought after, especially the Bale line.
Yeah, because realistically, when you look at it, he's the most realistic, quote unquote, Batman. He's the most grounded. As far as what he can do, what he uses, everything. Again, every bit of technology he has a real world, basis or application other than what he's using for in that real world. But that also makes sense in our real world. Mm-hmm. And, and you see him. And the thing is, that Batman franchise is the anti-Star Wars sequel. You see Batman training. You see his evolution. How he learns to fight. And that sticks with people too, because you remember watching. Because I remember going to see Batman Begins when I was on leave with my parents, and then I can remember seeing Dark Knight Rises again while I was in. I remember the girl I saw it with, yada yada, and then Dark Knight Rises. I remember seeing that as well in the theater. So it's one of those movies that just sticks with you. And Bale did a hell of a job.
No, he did.
And by the way, I'm going with the 19 myself. And
yeah, I'm going with the 19.
And now the only problem for me is because I have no chance in hell of them doing the camo Bane tumbler. I'm now thinking it is the Batpod a possibility.
Wait. You're picking up the Batpod?
Yeah, the Batpod is also being released with at the same time as DX-19.
So we have the Batpod and the Batmobile from the tumbler. I definitely gonna pick up the tumbler. I am gonna pick up the Batpod, but maybe later. But I'm gonna focus on the tumbler. And I know the tumbler, they raised up the price of it. He was at $489 when it first came out, so now it's at $625. So for $625 for the tumbler, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop $100 rewards on it with a $25 coupon, so I can balance out the shipping, because that shipping is gonna be wild for that figure.
Yeah, dimensional weight. That is a dimensional weight shipping, and it doesn't matter who ships it, especially in the U.S. You're gonna get hit with that surcharge.
No, I already see people already complaining with Toys Wonderland. Man, what's up with this shipping? And I'm like, y'all, do you understand how massive this thing is?
Yeah, and again, when you're going through Toys Wonderland, listen, if you go through DHL is an express courier. They are not a normal. They're not even like FedEx or UPS. They're standard versions. They are the express logistics delivery company. And that's what you're paying for. Or your other option is literally being on the slow boat to the West Coast.
That is true.
Nate, link when you can link that for me, because this is what I think I'm actually going to buy it. He might be $600, but I think I'm going to buy him.
Okay, let me send it to Gabe real quick.
Yeah.
If I could just pull up my damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have Gabe, so I sent it to you. But that is exactly what I want right there, man. That's the Batman, as he should be.
All right, you already sent it to Gabe.
We're waiting on. I don't care who's it.
All right, I'm gonna send it to Gabe real quick. Just give me a second. All right, cool. I'm sending it right now. All right, so SS sucks. We can't pick it up anything. Oh, that's right. Sideshow has exclusivity on the Batman Begins figure. You guys didn't know that? Batman Begins figure.
Yeah, we called that We called that on Sunday. That we said it will go worldwide, but
how many things did we call? How many things did we call Sunday, man?
Yep,
That
yep.
was wild, bruh.
That, I'm gonna
All right,
order
that
it,
is
man, and
insane.
that is just
Is
beautiful.
is that the Norse suit with a custom head sculpt and like a
The whole thing
Fison
is custom.
35 body?
It's probably a Fison 35 body, but all of that's custom, and that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna hook up with that. I think he quoted me $600 on that.
$600.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get a couple extra hands though.
So you rather get this than the Batmobile?
Yes, that is my Batman.
That is your Okay, I understand. Shoot.
That is my Batman. That's what I want.
Wow. That's wild. 600. And this is a custom piece, right?
Yes, but it's beautiful. I think so. That's exactly what I want. Hopefully, after I pay off Baby Grogu, I'll order him.
Yeah.
Okay, Penny, I was laughing at some of the other people saying that shipping would be like $100, but that would be literally slow boat from China and would have little to no tracking.
Yeah, it would get stuck on an evergreen boat in the Panama Canal this time.
Hey, we got that out. They did it. They did it.
But I wish they just...
and Kong are out. They're done fighting.
No, I literally wish History Channel still had the show Modern Marvels and making new episodes. You could do a whole mini series with Modern Marvels just on this.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, I would definitely agree. There's a lot there.
Though the things that went on is hilarious. How things turned about. You know, they were blaming it on the wind. They were blaming it on people sleeping on the job, and I feel like, what happened?
Well, and the thing is, and I don't know if you guys know this, but when a boat enters the actual channel, and it's not just in the Suez Canal, it's like in the Panama Canal and other major transit points, the actual, like, whoever is from the company or the boat that actually is piloting the boat, they actually have to give up operational control, and they have to have a canal pilot drive it through the canal. And they were saying for the Suez Canal, it takes 7 years from when you started as an apprentice to actually be licensed and be considered a legit canal, like a driving captain.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. OG fan says, Evergreen may be free, but Sideshow email saying my IG-11 is delayed until my... Yes, I got those emails too. The IG-11 has been pushed back again.
I haven't gotten that email yet. Mine's paid off. Interesting. I'm checking now. Man, don't tell me that. It's already out. How would it be delayed?
Now, the IG-11, now I'm scared about this figure. Not because of me, because I already have it ordered. I'm scared of other collectors who are waiting to purchase this. Like when it hits add to cart, or like, you know what, I want to use my $25 coupon on this. Do not do that to yourself. Order this now before you get waitlisted.
Yeah, I don't have the delay email, but mine's paid in full, just waiting on shipping.
Yeah, mine too. So, and I haven't gotten that email yet either. So, hopefully, Don and I.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, if because I started on like a payment plan or something, but I'm like, screw it, I just paid it all off. So it's one of those things. If you did it as a payment plan, but it's already paid off, they consider that the same as like pay it. Not a payment plan, but they'll pay all at intake or whatever when they get the figure. So
I don't know what you just said. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, all right. So so when you pre-order at Sideshow, they give you options. You either do like a payment plan, or you pay it all when it comes in. Now, if you do a payment plan, but then later on you can pay it off, that they no longer consider you a payment plan, and they put you up with all the people that did single payments, and that does matter what batch you get assigned. Because if you're still
usually
what I do,
because usually what I do is I just do a deposit, and then when I see it hitting Hong Kong, I try to pay it off. That's what I do. So.
Wow. No, that's the thing though, guys. Like, it's sort of hard at the moment to like play these games, especially with these figures, because you got other things you want to work on and stuff. But the IG-11 it's a figure that you don't want to play around with, especially since the pre-order numbers were very low on it, and also it's already selling out overseas. So, oh yeah, you can't even use a coupon on this. No. The thing is, I think if it hits to add to cart, then you can start, like, IG-11 is in the pre-order phase where the coupons won't work on it. But I think once it hits add to cart, then you can use that coupon. That's why there's people I know that are waiting till it hits add to cart and then slap the coupon on it. I'm here like, that's not gonna work, bruh. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I wouldn't play with this thing if you have any inkling of buying it. And I would even think the Scout Trooper bike one. How big is the pre-orders in that one? Because I was thinking about ordering a second one. I already paid mine off. I paid that off for Christmas money. After Christmas.
Oh, Don, you probably know more about what's going on over here. Did you guys see the port in LA? No wonder IG-11 is delayed.
Yeah, it's a cluster. I mean, you guys remember seeing what bumper car, like when you got off the bumper cars when it ended, and it's just chaos. Like, imagine that, except it's in the harbor of LA, and it's with vessels anywhere from, 300 feet to close to half a mile long. Yeah, it's literally bumper cars in the water.
Bumper cars in the freaking water. Shoot. Now, here's the thing, though. The IG-11 really surprised me. They added the thermal detonator on it. They added the die-cast parts into it as well. So it's sort of like the K2SO in certain pieces here. And this is what I'm hoping for, is that they're taking this concept, right, with the IG-11, the way they did with the certain die-cast parts, and then moving that design towards the Dark Troopers. So I would like some die-cast parts, melded in with the Dark Trooper.
Yeah. So, Dean, as far as the Batman Begins, yeah, I mean, you can get the tumbler pretty much from any other shop, but the figure itself is going to be exclusive to Sideshow pretty much.
Unless they're a U.S.
In the Western Hemisphere. The entire Western Hemisphere, because Sideshow is the distributor for everywhere, and they're not going to distribute this to local shops.
Because I think when I was looking at our orders...
That's why
Stuck in Time ordered it,
yeah,
I think.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Stuck in Time, I think, ordered the DX-19 for sale. So, they were able to get it.
Yeah.
The Batman Begins is what we're talking about. Sorry.
So, wait. The Stuck in Time, the comic book shop, they did order the Batman Begins?
The DX-19. The Batman Begins is too new. I haven't talked to them since it came out.
Okay. Now, when I was looking at Big Bad Toy Store, I don't think Big Bad Toy Store has the Batman Begins either on it. It was only the tumbler.
Yeah, the figure itself is going to be exclusive to Sideshow. It's going to have the little Sideshow silver hologram exclusive sticker on it.
So now I feel that Sideshow is battling against the other markets by doing that. Yeah, like Toys Wonderland. Some of the HK markets that are over there doing,
They've been exclusive before.
But the thing is, so that's like a reissue Sideshow exclusive then? Because originally that was the Sideshow exclusive. It was
that's pretty much that. Now, I mean, there is the potential though for local comic shops if they actually have an exclusive shipping deal directly with Hottoys, through Hong Kong, or if they get their supply, through a shipping agent. Then it's totally possible for local retailers to get them through that. But if a local comic shop wants to get it through Sideshow, they're going to have to buy it at retail like everybody else, unless they do a bulk order and manage to get like $5-10 off a figure if they both buy 4 or 5. But other than that, yeah, there's no distribution deal for Batman Begins.
So that's the thing, though. But the whole general sense of these reissues being more frequent now. I think we might be seeing a DeLorean reissue, or finally the DeLorean 2.0 from Back to the Future 2 that was never released.
Now, how hard would it be for them to actually do almost like a DX vehicle where you get the DeLorean, but you got the option to go from 1 to 2, where you got Mr. Fusion, and then you have the articulating wheels. I mean, other than those two major features, what aesthetically is different in the two movies?
Yeah, that's there's barely any difference. It's only
Exactly. So
the
you just do
version.
an interchangeable. You have interchangeable wheel sets, and then you have a Mister Fusion, and then you have a DX vehicle, or you have a vehicle you can sell as a DX pack because it covers technically all three movies.
Now we did talk about the idea that if they do, re-release the DeLorean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what they did with the Batmobile. They might either reissue the Marty and Doc, or give us a Doc and Marty that we haven't seen yet that were teased before.
I want the train.
Yeah, I want the cowboy, the cowboy version of Mock and Darty, like the cowboy, but it's got to be where he's wearing his ridiculous outfit when he just, gets out of the DeLorean and he hides it. Yeah, no, he's wearing the Nikes. He's got the old, the cowboy suit on. He's got the hat. You got to do something like that.
I need the radiation suit, Marty, from the first one.
My name is Darth Vader.
I come from the planet Vulcan.
Oh God, no! I would love a DeLorean. That's the other vehicle I want. Reissue the DeLorean, and the Marty. I wouldn't mind. These are my three. I didn't mention it before with you, Don. Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 3, and then 2. Back to the Future 3 is definitely one of my favorites because I love the cowboy aesthetic, and I would love the cowboy version of Doc and Marty together with a DeLorean.
The one vehicle I think they need to release, though, is for their RoboCop line, the police car. They need to release that because you can do that pose where he's climbing out of the car. It was on the cover of the.
Yeah,
DVD
but then you run into licensing issues with Ford directly. Now, here's the thing, though. Ford, and I'll just say this: Ford does issue especially for masterpiece Transformers. There are obvious cars that were Fords in the cartoon. When you get the box, there is a Ford logo right next to the Transformers logo. Just like there's Porsche logos, there's Chevy logos, VW logos. So it's just getting it knocked out. Now, here's the issue, though: is Ford going to be one associated with RoboCop for something as it might be old, but it's still violent as hell. And so there was again. VW didn't want to actually license the bug itself for the longest time with Transformers because, again, Transformers are a cartoon, but they depict war. Then you also have to take in the history of Volkswagen being in Germany, again, with World War II.
Why is it rain in my parade? Why? Why is it always raining when you have to say something? Stop it.
I mean,
it's just
and this is one of those weird things where me,
Literally
having a master's in history also kind of ties in. Because I know, and again, it's one of those perception things. Just like right now, Nike sued Lil Nas X and the company that did those shoes, just solely for brand reputation.
No pun intended.
Man, I'm gonna put my Mandalorian away. That's it. He's going away.
That's the thing, though. That's the only problem. It looks like that Hottoys still has the licensing for the Active Future line, which they showed off with those Cos babies. So that gives me hope. But as far as RoboCop is concerned, is there a chance that's the thing though? Do they have the licensing back for that? So, and I don't even think they're gonna go back with that. You know why? Because there's no money involved with RoboCop right now. So what is the point in jumping into a line that they're not going to make money? Hey, I'm just laying the facts here. No one cares about RoboCop at this point. Except you, Bob. I'm sorry.
Unless they do like a RoboCop versus Terminator, they bring that another comic series or they try to develop that, somehow for, some weird like Hulu show or something like that. But yeah, I don't see that.
Well, RoboCop was Orion, so I don't know where the hell they ended up. Don, do you know where they ended up?
I have no idea. Because they've been back in different incarnations, so it's one of those things. Like if a company reorganizes, do they, and they're still the same name? Do they still own all the state like copyrights, trademarks, or all the contracts still in effect? For something like that, that is really, really specific, and you would actually need to know the terms of the deal because, again, there's branch deals, licensing, sub-variations, clauses, whatever.
I'll just have a 3D print one.
I would want the Predator versus or Judge Dredd, just for the fun of it. There was a comic with that long in the Dark Horse days. I don't know why, but I was like, this is an amazing fight, and I would love to see that on film one day. I think it'd be amazing. I don't know about the Hottoys, but
yeah, Dredd is nasty. He is that yeah, that is a badass figure.
Heck yeah.
Well, he is, but the construction,
the leather suit.
Yeah, it's ripped underneath both arms.
Oh no.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well,
is that just something that happened over time, or is that flaw when you got it?
I was posing him like day 2 or something, and the seam just ripped underneath the
Still
arm.
looks good.
Yeah. He does look good. I just can't shoot him in pictures anymore, especially if he's got his gun out, because then you see his armpit.
Right. Is that from the newer film? Or is
2012.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the good one.
Hey, you know what? You just say that's when he was hit, and he's showing Anderson how to patch a wound up.
Yeah.
That was an abdomen wound though.
Well, you have an exit channel. It could have blew out a seam, and then just whatever.
I just hope he doesn't fall now that I've touched him. He's not on a stand, so. But that's art figures unlicensed. They're the same on the new Reddit that I showed you guys the other day. The Dark Furion.
All right. I will. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Everybody had a moment of silence. Nat's over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I had freaking family hitting me on my phone. Okay, I'm done.
They should know you're streaming, man. They should know.
Yep. So
that's why I'm letting you know. I'm streaming.
All right. So we'll call it like this little a segue area. So so Sunday night when we were doing the stream, we couldn't do the. We announced the contest for the stream. So we couldn't pull it then, technical issues. So what we're going to do is Nate has the names. So we're going to do the wheel on Friday nights.
Yeah, we're going to do the wheel on Friday night.
And that is for the stream prize. Also, right now, we still have the 500 member giveaway going on the Facebook group page. Now, that has been extended to whenever Nate puts up the Winter Soldier, Falcon, Bucky spoiler post, I will go in and I will turn off comments. So I will take everybody who has posted, you just got to post on the prize announcement page. We'll get the names, and then those will also be drawn on Friday night during the stream as well. So we'll be announcing the winner of the 2 contests on Friday nights. And I will be shipping both of those out when I get the information from the winner, and that, obviously through Facebook, or if you can't contact me, Nate will get your info and give it to me. But we'll be doing the winners for both of those contests on Friday night.
Gotcha. Wait, is that the Gremlin? Did you popping up the Gremlin again? I don't know what Boss is doing. There's the Gremlin.
Oh, is that the Flasher or the Bat?
I don't know what Boss. There he.
Oh, okay. What is that, puppet?
Don't look at me.
Oh my God.
Don't look at me.
Oh, he needs a
I
pair
didn't know
of
these things
spectacles.
happened on the show, Nat. I didn't know this is what happens.
I don't know it either. Boss
Why am I here right now?
Boss is just bringing stuff up. Okay, so all right, guys. Let's hit up.
They're making a third one, right?
I know it's a weird misbag of that film. I don't even want to get talk about because they don't know what the hell they're doing. All right, so now we got Maz in with the Gremlin, of course, and now what's up?
His name is Egon. He's
Egon.
Ghostbuster.
Oh, look at that! Oh, he's so cute. I love him.
Like I said, he needs glasses. As soon as I saw that, I just think of when he's in the lab doing his like British accent type thing. When
He
he's
needs
trying
to be
sound
dusted
all
is what he
sophisticated.
needs. He needs to be dusted. He's a little
It's a
dusty.
puppet show now. Okay. No, for real. Gabe, can you pull up the Disney Bad Batch link I sent you?
I'll be right back.
Oh, Don, don't leave me. Okay. All right, guys. We just had the trailer pop up today. Have you guys seen the full trailer yet? Has anyone seen the full trailer yet for the Bad Batch?
No, man. I just figured I'd catch the show when it comes on.
Actually,
You have not catched the full trailer?
I have
Dude,
not.
the Bad Batch. This trailer, man, had so many cameos. They had the Pheonix cameo. They had the Grand Moff Tarkin cameo. And they had freaking, what's his name? My boy Rex in this as well.
Rex is in here.
Yes.
I mean, it would make sense since Echoes were like right here.
What's up?
That's Echo.
Yeah, Echo is part of the Bad Batch now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it would make sense. You get Rex, come see Echo. Those two are.
Yeah,
those two are the boys.
Yeah, the boys, man. They're the brothers, the bros for life, bro.
Bros for life, bro.
Now, here's the thing, though. It looks like the Bad Batch. Now, Don, he will comment about this, but Don, he was hoping that the Bad Batch were going to become, the team that goes out and takes out Jedis that survived the Order 66. But it looks like in the trailers, the Bad Batch is not doing that. They weren't affected by the Order 66.
Right. The bug.
The
plant in their brains.
Yes. So they weren't affected by that. So now they're going out. They're fugitives of the law.
Cool.
So I'm hoping that we might see the whole line of Bad Batch from Hottoys. That's the only thing, though. There's a lot of different figures here for Bad Batch. We got Hunter, we got Thrasher, we got Echo, we have Tick, and also we got Crosshair.
Wrecker.
Why do I keep calling him Thrasher?
Wrecker.
My bad. Wrecker.
This guy.
Yes, the big dude.
He's gonna wreck.
The big problem with the Hot Toys and the animated is they don't try to make them look like the animated characters at all. Like, I'm really disappointed with the Ahsoka head sculpt not looking anything like the animated version of her head sculpt. It looks like an amalgamation of Rosario Dawson and I don't know what else they're trying to go for, but it's not even quite Rosario Dawson. Same thing with Anakin. They didn't try to do the animated head sculpt of that at all.
Here's the thing, though. That's the other thing. A lot of people are complaining about is the whole idea that so if these are going to be animated Hot Toys, based off the animated series, they should be animated. But that's the thing, though. Hot Toys was considering, for most collectors, they wanted to have these characters in their display case with their live action figures, and Hot Toys is mostly. They create live action versions, interpretations of the actual real.
Well, they need to concede a bit because like, for example, the Clone Wars now is using Solo head sculpt, and for one, that head sculpt he's aged way too far for Clone Wars, and for two, well, I mean that's pretty much the big issue. He looks old in the head sculpt, and in the promo pictures they're showing you that same head sculpt from Solo, and I'm not keen on that at all.
Welcome back, Don. We were talking about the Bad Batch and possible figures we will see.
Okay.
Maz is against the non-animated versions of the Hot Toy figures that are coming out from the Clone Wars and Bad Batch. I am for it. Like, I want the live-action versions because I want to put them with my, real setup, real character setup, because it would mess up the display in a way, like having an animated, version of the character versus the live action. I understand why they decided to go that route.
Well, okay, if Bad Batch figures come out, I think what they're basically going to do is they're going to give you, all right, right off the bat, the armor you're going to get, it's not going to be comic style. It's going to be like their version of Clone Commando armor, but it's going to be in the same aesthetic as the clones you're already getting. Now, as far as a head sculpt, you may get an animated head sculpt. I potentially do see that happening because their head sculpts are so individualistic to them. Now, but again, I think if whatever ones they're going to do, they're in the style, at least with the armor, that you can display them with any clone. And there's going to be no visual difference or no aesthetic difference.
and it doesn't have to be an animated head sculpt per se, but at least don't make it look exactly like, Hayden Christensen. Don't make it look like old Maul from Solo.
But
At least try to make take the design of the animated and make it realistic. That's what I would like to see.
I don't know if you can though, especially using that animation style they used for Clone Wars, because it's not like a standard anime.
They could with Maul. I mean, he's a longer face in the animated, and I really wanted to get that, but it looks like the Clone Wars Maul is going to have the Solo Maul head. So,
but that's the thing though. Like I understand why Hottoys went in that route, because they didn't want to create a whole new line, dedicated for the animated look. They wanted to work on the animated figures, but also have them blend in well with the live action displays that we have. Take all the helmeted versions.
I mean, their helmets though are so individualistic as well, though.
Yeah.
You put them in, they're gonna, no matter if you put the head sculpts or their helmets on, they're gonna pop out from the normal clones anyways, and they're gonna look. You put like Rex, you put Cody, and then you put them next to a clone trooper, especially Bad Batch. You're gonna see your normal styles, but then these guys are gonna look like the commanders, the heavies, the important ones. And that's basically what the armor is supposed to signify. These guys are important. And so that's why their armor is so different. I mean, their base armor is all kind of the same, but they're individually so different, so their equipment is individually different as well.
I'm also thinking that since we already have Fennec Chan popping up, in Clone Wars, in Bad Batch, I think Hottoys might just consider just releasing her for Book of Boba Fett or / Mandalorian, versus doing a Fennec Chan for the Bad Batch, even though she does pop up there. But then we do have Tarkin popping up as the main bad guy in Bad Batch. He's the one that's hunting down the Bad Batch because he knows they're a problem.
Yeah, and the thing with Tarkin, like any figure that comes out of Bad Batch, it's not going to be an MMS. It's going to be a TV series figure. So again, I potentially see the possibility of Tarkin coming out again, but under a TV series label.
Yes.
With different. Now the head sculpt will be the same, but the uniform will be different because in the time of Bad Batch, he's not a Grand Moff yet.
That's right. Yeah, he's not a Grand Moff. Now that's what I was questioning about. Like, is he a Grand Moff now? That's the thing, though.
He's a governor.
He's a Moff, but he's not like the way it was. Is he like Moffs are like the regional governors, or they have control of sectors. But Palpatine made him a Grand Moff, so he's in charge of everybody that is a Moff, and he reports directly to Palpatine.
He should be a governor here because he was a governor of Rebels. This is before Rebels, right?
No, he was not the governor on.
He was a governor. He wasn't governor because Price was.
I think he was acting.
He was
acting governor. I think.
Yeah, he was still a Moff, but he was acting as the governor. So basically, he had
out for a little while.
So he had command of the world under his own command authority as the Moff over everyone else. So basically, he could do everything he wanted, and he was the person he had to answer to.
Now, here's the thing, though. What I noticed is that this Moff Tarkin here, his hair is browner than his rendition.
Well, he's younger.
Yeah, he's younger. So I'm guessing this is what's going to happen. If they re-release this Moff Tarkin, it's not going to be Grand Moff, and also his hairstyle is going to be brown. It's not going to be.
It's slightly different too. Like the top of the head, it's almost like he's got that part sticking out. That's different too because in the original release, that's flat, almost balding. So I think between
they're going to use the Peter Cushing head sculpt. I'm sure they're just going to change the hair.
Yeah. But will Hottoys just go the lazy route and just slap on the head sculpt without adding anything to it? Now we did see they did add the hair. They changed up the hair for Anakin for the Clone Wars figure. So they might do that as well.
Wow.
But
Anyway,
I would like Hunter. I would love a Hunter figure. Look at him, Billy,
Yeah.
right here.
Well, that was the inspiration. I can't even talk. They specifically said that Billy from Predator was the inspiration for him, for Hunter.
Oh,
Nah,
And that's
they need
kind
to
of
use just Sylvester Stallone head sculpt here.
Sylvester Stallone. that is sort of Sylvester Stallone as well. I can see that.
It's like an amalgamation between the two, really. Because I see Billy too, but I saw Sylvester first. No, you said Billy. I see Billy.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing I wanted to say. Remember, Don? Remember we were talking about last Sunday that we were talking about how the Clone Wars, original Samurai Jack creator was coming out with the making it recanonized.
Yep.
I told you before that the Filoni's considering making Hunter / Billy here Captain Fordo.
Yep.
Like recanonizing him as Captain Fordo.
Yeah, and like the animatics we saw was basically him, and he was running his own unit, but he was still experimental, and that's why that's so different. You know, the clone tactics and what we see, you know, especially in the Clone Wars actual cartoon. You know, the anime versus the cartoon, so to say. So that totally works, just like retconning Rex. That was Nick Saint. You know, Nick Saint as his code name.
But here's the question though. Before we continue with something else, as far as like Bad Batch is concerned, I know they said they were going to be working on the Bad Batch figures, but I don't think we're going to get the whole line. I think we might see Hunter / Billy. We might see Tarkin. And who else? Who else we might see?
Fives and Echoes, I guarantee, because the ARC clones. The ARC troopers.
Yeah, Echo. Yeah, we could see Echo. Echo.
Yeah, because if they make Echo for this, he's coming out as an ARC trooper as well. Because the head sculpt is already there.
What's the name of the big dude again? I keep forgetting.
Asher?
Wrecker.
Wrecker. Yeah. Now Wrecker, he what body would that be? Would that be? Nah, Thanos is too big.
Probably heavy Mando body.
Heavy Mando body, yes. So they can run Wrecker. I think we could see a Wrecker happening.
It's probably going to be a Paz Vizsla body for that one. That'd make the most sense.
Did they change the hair? Okay, so Penny was asking, did they change the hair? I need to take another look. I had the RTS and will be ordering TCW Anakin anyways. I think they did. I think from what I remember, from the pictures, they did change up the hair for Anakin, either color-wise or the shape of it. It was something different.
It's the same shape. If they changed the hair, I would have less problems with it. But it's the same hair.
It is the same hair?
It's just a different outfit. It's all you got.
Okay.
So
it looks like the same one.
Yes.
Bring it up.
I haven't watched the trailer yet, and since I'm producing, I'm not gonna go and watch it at the moment. Plus, we can't show it on the stream. For copyright reasons.
OG fan.
Is there? Do you see Bail Organa at all in the trailer?
No, we don't see Bail Organa in the trailer.
If they pull, like, I almost feel like he would be a key character in this. Because he's mostly the capital.
Lobot.
Lobot?
I swear to God, Lobot! No! No!
Echo equals Lobot.
Bad OG.
Echo equals Lobot.
Bad OG. Bad. Bad.
No, that's Lobot's father.
I don't know. He'd be about the right age for a Lobot.
Stop talking about Lobot. I hate y'all. Shut up. Okay.
I think
Gabe, what you were
you're
saying?
right, OG. I think you are right.
Who else besides, like, what's her name? Fennec Rand?
Fennec Chan.
Fennec Chan.
Her, like, besides her, who else was in the trailer? That was there any other key characters from Star Wars?
I was in the trailer for like that long.
That's
so
second.
I saw Tarkin, I saw Fennec Chan, I saw Rex. Let me see who else we saw. The whole Bad Batch, of course, but that's about it. The Chameleons were there, but that's about it.
I'm just interested. I'm trying to figure out who else we're gonna get. As far
We're
as
not gonna get any
Oh,
of them.
Sol
Yeah.
Guerrera. Yes, Sol
Sol
Guerrera. I
Guerrera?
forgot
Okay.
the young Sol Guerrera. Yes, yes,
Okay.
Now this is supposed to take place again right during the transition, right?
Right.
yes.
So I would not be surprised if we see a little Easter egg to show a young Han Solo, because again, in the original script for Revenge of the Sith, there was going to be a 9-year-old Han Solo. So I could definitely see them throwing an Easter egg like that in here as well.
Where was Solo?
But
Was Solo
will
on
he be
Corellia?
Han Solo then? Because he didn't have Solo until he.
Well, yeah. I mean,
joined
again,
up.
they retcon that, but the original plan and the original script was, Han at the time. Well, he was Han Solo. They didn't, screw or have the plans that back. Was going to appear in Revenge of the Sith, and so basically from the timeline, this is happening exactly at the same time.
Now
So
here's
that would
another
be
thing.
Corellia then.
Yeah, Corellia. Here's
Yeah.
another thing. So if this is gonna be just a one-off, just one season of Bad Batch, if they're gonna end their life in at the end of the final season, finale of this episode of this season, I could see Vader walking in and just have them all like go up against Vader. That'd be pretty cool.
Some of them, I say one or two of them do survive. And they go to Mandalore, or they connect back up with the Mandalorians, and that can tie it back into the Mandalorian late season 3 or season 4. Considering their training, considering especially how the Commandos were given much more training and insight to Mandalorian culture than the normal clones were. I definitely can see anybody that survives going back and at least trying to find any tribe sect of the Mandalorians and becoming a Mandalorian through the creed or whatever codex the tribe follows that they incorporate with.
So that's another thing. Depending on who survives through the show, that could also consider for Hottoys to pick and choose who they want to make a Bad Batch. Because as of right now, I could see Wrecker, I could see Hunter, and Echo. Unfortunately, Tick and Crosshair, I don't see that happening. If they want to start working on other characters like Tarkin or possibly some of the battle droids. Hell, this is their way of possibly going for more regular clone troopers as well.
Nat, I'm seeing that there is like talk of a little girl.
Little boy.
Kid.
The kid, I don't know who that is, but it's importance to Bad Batch though.
Does she have red hair?
No, she.
Okay.
Watch that be Solo, or watch that be Han for whatever
No,
reason.
I want Mara Jade back in.
Well, there already talks about that.
I want Mara
Yeah,
Jade.
from
Mandalorian
Mando
season
or the
3.
Luke series.
Yeah, whichever. And
But,
Karen
let me
Gillan,
see.
hopefully.
Yeah, dance fight.
Okay, so I guess so. We already talked about the Bad Batch. We already talked about the Batman and Godzilla. Let's hit up the new storefront for Echo Base. Gabe, you still got the pictures?
Echo Base. Did you give me Echo Base?
If I didn't, I'll just resend you the link
Yeah,
then.
just send me the link real quick.
She could be a female clone. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the thing though. I don't know who she is and what kind of importance, but they didn't reveal that. They just revealed that she's being saved by or he or she being saved by what's his name? The Bad Batch. But let me see. Did it send out? No, it didn't. Okay, give me a second.
Technology is not
Nope,
working today.
you didn't send me at all.
There you
I
go.
can't
All right.
switch to it if I haven't got it, Nat.
I sent it to you already.
Jeez, man.
I sent it to you already. God, chill. But yes, guys,
What
Echo
kind of
freaking
production you want
Base.
here?
Echo production.
A good one.
All right, so OG fan says, "Give me all the Bad Batch. Take my money, please." Me too. I want the whole Bad Batch. The Bad Batch are freaking epic.
I'll be honest, it depends on who they release, how they release, like what their armor is, and then are they going to release normal clone commandos? Like Delta Squad. Because the thing is, with this Bad Batch, I almost guarantee you're going to see clone commandos. Different, because these guys are clone commandos. These are just, genetically mutated, so they all have specific individual skills. But you'll probably see them on other missions with other commando squads when they're all wearing their normal clone commando armor.
For some reason, my computer doesn't want to send that. I keep sending it to you, Gabe. That's weird. Let me just send it again.
Yeah, I don't got it.
No echo.
Yeah, Gabe, just
Is
Gabe,
this
just
is this a toy or like a
no, just Hottoys Echo Base. Just Google Hottoys Echo Base.
Okay.
It's a brand new store they opened in Hong Kong.
Oh.
Okay. So he finally got the message through my phone. For some reason, my internet on the computer doesn't want to do it. So that's weird. It's stupid.
No, I still don't get it.
Okay. Yes, please. Yes, please give me Super Commandos too. Now we did see some of those Super Battle Droids that they were playing around with in the trailer as well against the Bad Batch. Yeah, Gabe, I think I just sent it to you as well if you want to try it again.
Yeah, I'm looking.
But yeah, the one thing I do want to say though that I'm sort of disappointed about Echo Base, is the fact that it's called Echo Base and we didn't see any Star Wars products.
Yep, we saw
Did you
Batman,
see
so
the
why didn't they
aliens?
call it the Batcave?
Have you seen the aliens?
Well, the thing is, they're just starting with getting the aliens back. So
Yeah, Disney now owns them again because through the Fox acquisition. So again, that's why Marvel's doing Aliens comics right now. And again, they also own Predator. That's again anything that was under the Fox catalog, they now own all rights to. So
wow, Man of Hot Collectibles, Man of Hot is in the house.
What's up?
Okay, I just shared it. There you go. I got it. I just shared it. Sup, Man of Hot Collectibles.
Yeah, I can't find that.
That's why I kept sending it to you on the messenger, bro.
I still don't got it.
I see Iron Man right there. We
I
talking about
don't get
Batman.
That's just weird. But yes, guys, the
Shield?
brand new Echo Base. Here's the problem I do have with Echo Base at the moment is the fact that we didn't see any new Star Wars products. We see this. We see the freaking Batmobile and the freaking reissue of the damn Batman Begins, but no damn
Bespin Luke.
No Bespin
They don't.
Luke.
They didn't even have a Snowspeeder Luke preview, which would have been the most perfect thing to have at Echo Base.
Well, it's called Echo Base, so I guess you can't be too bad off. I mean,
That's the only thing, like I was disappointed. They just opened this up. It's freaking awesome. I do love how they're promoting, Winter Soldier, but we didn't see the freaking damn Falcon yet. So I'm like, come on, guys, come on.
Well, here's the thing though, and if you go back one, and go back to the front of the store.
Okay, I'll go back to the front of the store.
Okay. Now you see how they have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
See how they have the normal shield,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have the black and white shield.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah.
So and again, I could just be reading too much into this. Ultimately, if New Cap U.S. Agent isn't a plant, what I think is going to end up happening is that he's actually going to give the red, white, and blue shield back to Sam. But he will adopt officially the U.S. Agent moniker, and his shield will be black and white.
Now they're saying that we might be seeing some Star Wars for May the 4th. So I'm hoping, I'm honestly hoping that we see Bespin Luke for May the 4th, because come on, guys, you guys been teasing Bespin Luke for years, and come on, May the 4th, this should be the one. Like, I wouldn't mind Bespin Luke being $5.99 for the MMS $5.99.
If they do the 2-pack again.
The 2-pack, that'd be freaking awesome. That'd be freaking awesome.
Now, and here's the thing too. I was thinking of, I honestly could see Hot Toys releasing 2 Falcons, because the one we're seeing now, that's basically Endgame Infinity War Falcon. He wasn't released. So that fills one niche. Then if there's a Captain America upgrade, I see that potentially getting released as well. Because it's one mold, potentially, again, if the wings are the same color scheme and he keeps, his backpack the same color scheme, then all it is soft good change. I definitely see the potential because, again, there's no Endgame Infinity War Falcon. So they could basically double dip with just a soft goods costume change.
Now, because of the hype for 2-packs this year, everybody was saying, "Oh, we're gonna get a 2-pack Falcon." I'm here like, no, that's not
they'll
gonna
double
happen.
dip. No, they know the collectors. They're gonna make a Captain America version, and then they'll make a separate Infinity Endgame War version because we never got one.
Yeah. Now, Man of Hot Collectibles, he did say that right now DC is a thing, so expect more DC figures announcements for releasing soon.
Would you
So
see they
that's-
teased? They teased. What's his name again? Cyborg.
Yep. I was gonna pull him up. Give me a second. There he is. Look at that. So, what's your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts?
It's a brand new license. Because at this point, I solely believe Warner Brothers sold their rights to HBO and the people that own HBO, AT&T, and the higher ups of them, because these are all new. These are all new contracts, merchandising rights. So I think part of the caveat when HBO bought the rights was they got exclusivity merchandising rights. Again, that's why McFarlane is making brand new figures with brand new molds. And if they're coming out with this is a new contract for merchandise. So again, anything you're seeing is not specifically negotiated with Warner Brothers. It's negotiated with HBO through AT&T. So I do see this as potentially happening because Warner Brothers might not have a say if this is happening or not at this point.
Okay, so those are your thoughts. So you're saying there is a chance at a reissue line with the Cyborg?
Absolutely. Again, because it's all new licensing. It seems like HBO bought the entire rights to Justice League to include merchandising. Because how else would Cyborg be getting new figures across multiple different lines unless there was a brand new merchandising contract signed? Given Warner Brothers and the actors' current issues against each other right now.
Now, Manhunt Collectives did say, I think we have more of a chance to see Luke Mando than Cyborg, in my opinion. That's the thing, though. As of right now, I see more reissues of the original Justice League with the Snyder Cut box set versus getting a Cyborg. Because of the controversy with the actor and, Warner Brothers. But that's another thing that you said, Don. They could be working off something else here, and they don't care what WB is saying.
Exactly, because again, if they do reissues, are they coming out as MMS again, or because it was on HBO, do they come under the TV Masterpiece series?
TV Masterpiece series, it would be because the 2-pack Superman and
TMS, yeah.
Knightmare Batman was TMS. So
okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, then right there again, it's got to be a new specific contract. Because if it was Warner Brothers having the final say on merchandising, it would be under MMS. Again, since it moved to HBO had to put up the money, and they got all rights, including merchandising. And so they're the ones calling the shots now, and not Warner Brothers.
Don, what is MMS for somebody?
Movie Masterpiece series.
Okay, and what's the other one?
TMS TV Masterpiece series, and then there's a comic book series as well.
and then
Or a comic series.
Okay, so these are just different lines. This is from the ignorant one. The
No,
different
that's
lines of.
Yeah, they're all the same figures. It's just how they categorize them.
Oh, okay. Is there any usual price and difference between those?
No.
I'm just
No.
curious. No.
I mean, the only difference as far as lines you'll see is DX versus everything else potentially. Because DXs are packed to the gills.
But see, they did their poster wrong here, man. They're misrepresenting the property here because it's not 4x3.
So
You
I
got us
actually
there.
liked it. I liked the format. I was completely fine with it.
You still have one of those old TVs from the '90s and before that, because it drives me nuts. Hopefully, what I
Well-
heard though is when they put it on a physical media, you'll be able to see it at
When you
16
first
by
see it in
9?
theaters, they crop the top and the bottom, so there's actually more of a frame, more image on that 4x3 than there was in theatrical releases.
So
which I like.
Negan X Army is asking, Nate, how long have you been collecting? All right. I guess we'll open up the board for questions for answering that question for everybody else. As for me, I've been collecting since the beginning of 2019. I pretty much went through my first year of collecting. So, I started collecting mid 2019. I think that's when EndGame came out, right? Mid 2019. So yeah, that's when I started collecting and moving my way down to transitioning from Funkles and Black Series into Hottoys. Because that's all I was doing. I was doing Funkles and Black Series for years, and then I moved over to Hottoys because of EndGame. EndGame was the freaking push for me to collect Hottoys because I'm like, I want to collect the EndGame line because of that moment at EndGame where Cap is like, Avengers assemble, and then that was my moment. I'm like, yes, I need this line.
Well, I mean, I've been collecting since 2011. Collected when I was a kid. Was back in college after the army, and started back up with Transformers. Getting into the Masterpiece, then got into the 1/6 scale, and my collection has been evolving ever since. I've got my core stuff since I started collecting like my Masterpiece Soundwave and all those tapes that I got from Toys R Us. Again, back in 2012, and everything up to like the stuff that hasn't even technically been released yet, at least in the U.S., like the Transcendent. So it's been a long time, and it spans a whole different lot of lines and scales.
All right, Maz, how about you?
Since January 2019, that's when I got my first Hot Toys, and that was Eric Draven. So,
And that's right, you went down that Predator and Alien line for a minute.
Yeah, right after Eric Draven, I ordered the heavy weaponry Wolf Predator. I got them from undergroundfigures.net. They had them up there for retail. So, and then I bought a bunch of Predators. All of them,
Yeah,
I think.
I love them. I want Hot Toys to reissue those.
I got an Alien here.
Yes, I can see. Yeah, I want Hot Toys to reissue those or get a brand new line contract going for the newer films or games. Big Dog Pound says, my first Hot Toys I purchased was Rey and BB-8. My first one, when I was collecting Funkles, was my Rogue One Darth Vader. But that was a 2016 purchase. But then when I ordered that, the night of Rogue One, I went to see Rogue One with Gabe here. The night of, that Rogue One Darth Vader sold out. And I pre-ordered it like an hour before watching Rogue One. I was like, you know what? Let me pre-order. I literally ordered it at the theater. Like, you know what? On my phone. You know what?
Yeah, he was telling me as he was doing it, literally.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
know,
I'm
Gabe,
getting this. I'm getting
you know,
this right
Gabe,
now.
I'm
like,
gonna get
okay.
it. You know,
Go
Gabe,
for
I'm
it.
gonna get this. And then when the movie ended, I went into the phone, sold out. I was like, what?
Yeah, talk about starting off with the freaking gold standard. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Tamashii Nations. Damn, that thing goes for like $1,000 now.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't collect Hot Toys, and if I do, it's at Nat's house because he buys them for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're taking up rent here, so.
But otherwise, I've got some Star Wars, a lot of Star Wars stuff, mostly like comic books and novels and things. And then I've definitely been collecting Gundam mobile suits since they were action figures in the early 2000s. And they used to be at like Toys R Us and stuff. I still have a whole bunch of those. And then now I've been doing mobile suit Gundams for from Bandai for building. So I've been building and painting and all that other jazz. Getting really into that. That's my collections.
The OG Mando case, Steve, that was definitely my first Star Wars hot toy. It was the OG Mando. I picked him up from Stuck in Time, my work, and they had one in the store. It was pretty nice having
Yeah,
that.
a lot of collectors, from what I've seen, of what I've been hearing, that their first hot toy was the Mandalorian because of that show. And that's the thing, though. It's always the show or movie that that pushes you to enter the line of collecting hot toys.
Yeah, my first hot toy was actually the old plastic Mark V. You know, the suitcase suit?
Yeah.
Damn!
Yeah,
The plastic?
Mark V. The plastic Mark V suitcase suit. That was 2012. No, that was what, 2010? 2010, 2011? Something like that.
Someone else loves Gunpla. Huzzah.
Blah.
And then Negan X asked, do you guys try to follow budget? Me?
Don't-
What's a budget?
Don't talk to me. Do not
My-
talk to me. You guys are open to the board. All
My-
three of you.
My job at the
don't
comic shop, is sole purpose is to buy hot toys. So, I work there just to buy hot toys.
I pay my bills first, then I play. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I would say the same, except when it comes to camera gear, since it's also for work, but it is kind of a love.
Well, it's tax deductible.
Oh, it definitely is.
Exactly.
Oh, it definitely is. But yeah, camera gear, I guess, was my other collection.
Bruh,
So,
Steve
for
just dropped. Steve just dropped some facts.
budget is whatever I can keep my.
You know, it's almost like that old meme. You know, for an additional $10, I'll create a receipt saying what you told your wife it costs.
Yeah. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about
Define budget.
what it costs. It's just so long as I can pay
Define
for it.
budget. Peter Lamb is speaking the truth here. Define budget. Oh God, I got pre-order like OG fan over here. I got pre-orders till 2022. So do not talk to me about my budget, okay?
Yeah, I think at this point, I think we're all at least have pre-orders that are like 18, if not 24 months out still.
Well,
So, I mean,
yeah. Speaking of pre-orders, I broke down and I did my first pre-order for a toy. I've never done pre-orders before.
What'd you get?
Pull it up,
I
pull
am-
it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up.
Hold your horses.
let me get what is it? Like a master grade or a real grade?
It's a master.
Nate,
it's a master.
Nate, you got
grade.
Gabriel. Give me let him talk. And then I'll just go over.
I got two master grades, this one and then a secondary one. That's just I've never seen these Zaku's before, and I love Zaku's. I don't know
Nice.
what it is about Zaku's. I just do. Like they're so much more of a. I guess in my opinion, there's more variants in Zaku's than there are in Gundams. I just like the Xeon Force
What
stuff.
the thing is, the Zaku's have always been based, in that the Germans, right?
Yeah,
World War II.
they pull from both the German and Japanese designs for like their like the art, just like the headsets and the armor and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
because in World War II, the Germans had so many different weapons, crazy going during World War II. Like they were just throwing them out there. So that's how I feel about Zaku's.
Well, just say the Germans had night vision. The Germans actually invented a rifle barrel that could shoot around corners. They had thermal vision, and again, they invented closed circuit television. And this was all by 1942. But yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's why it makes sense. It makes sense that the Zaku.
They
there's
go
so many
like
different Zaku's. There's Zaku tanks. There's it's everywhere. So.
I mean, and it's almost like it's weird to say, but it's even though it's from like the 40s, with an update, it still looks advanced.
Yeah,
They're given that old 40s look, which was advanced at the time, a sci-fi upgrade, and it still looks advanced.
it still looks great. I love these. This is the other one that I'm getting.
Yes, Don is our lore guy. So yes, he is a encyclopedia of everything. He's our lore guy through our streams.
Yeah, he's a smart kid. You
Hey, I
what
try.
he's talking about. Same here. But I don't know. I like these mobile suits, and this is my first pre-order for
Nice.
toys, and they come in August.
Now it's going to be a
Which
downward
will
spiral
mean
for you
November.
now.
Which
Which will be
was
November. Yeah.
Yeah, we get
We'll
them
see.
in November.
And Gabe,
Bandai.
everything goes down from here.
Goes down. What are you talking about, Nat? These
Hey,
are still for work purposes. This is still for test footage for miniature
well,
heroes.
of
That's
course,
all they're for.
Of course, all these figures are for miniature heroes. And
Yeah,
I'm at 70 figures right now.
But these are tax deductible, Nat.
Wait, how can I tax the? I think we talked about this on last stream. How can
First you have to go
How
to
can I
State of
tax
Work.
deductible my Hot Toys?
It's got to be work. You got to use it for work. It has to be what your job is.
If you take pictures for a review, even if you post it to one place, legally it is a review,
It
and
is
you
a
can claim
review.
it as a business expense.
See?
So, like my Transcendent, I posted pictures on Facebook. Technically, I can consider that a review. So technically, I can claim both the figure cost and shipping as a business expense and write
That's
that
right.
off.
That's right.
I'm gonna be writing notes now. Everybody, write
You
notes.
you should really be considering it. Especially, I mean, if you formed a quick LLC, then you're. Boom.
Look,
there you
again,
go.
I have my own EIN. So,
Yeah, as do I. I've got my own EIN. Archetype is all under that, so.
yep.
Yeah, Berdoodles, I could actually write this off. But
Now,
yeah.
a quick thing. Joshua did ask, is it not ask, but he thinks it's possible for a reissue of the Justice League, and that's the thing. It's up in the air right now. I honestly think that Hot Toys was using that for promotional purposes. You know, just have the Justice League line up, and they've done that before, where they use figures and for posters and stuff, and they never released the damn figures. You know what I mean? So it for promotional purposes, it has happened before. But as far as like reissues, if this continual hype keeps growing, and here's another thing, from what I've been hearing from HK, is that the only Hot Toys that are selling well from DC are resale wise are the Superman and Batman figures. So the Justice League line is, you know, the rest of the guys, but they're not selling. It's just Superman and Batman. And that's the thing, that Hot Toys looks at their home base as well as far as like sales are concerned. And then they, you know, but anything is possible now. Since we got the Batman Begins reissue, anything is possible. The Tumblr, anything is possible now. Hell, we can see a reissue of the AVP line out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
I mean, as funny as you mentioned that is actually totally plausible now. Again, because Disney owns the license, and at this point, Hot Toys is just a branch of Disney, for the most part.
I would agree.
Didn't Aquaman's okay, so let me see. Don's favorite fictional okay, Don, that's yours.
All right. So, favorite fictional rifle: M40A1 pulse rifle with 30mm
Nice.
underslung
Good
grenade
choice.
launcher.
Good choice.
Absolutely. And favorite rifle in real life. Again, former Army infantry. I'm not gonna lie, I love the M4. But the baddest, what the hell rifle I've ever fired, the Barrett M107 50 caliber anti-material rifle. The thing is larger than I am. No, literally, like with the barrel and everything, and it's like 69 inches. I'm like 64 inches. So yeah.
What's crazy about the rifle is the stories that come out about that rifle. You know, some of the rumors of it while it was being used in battle. You know, like people have said that when they shot that rifle, they thought they missed the shot, but it actually hit the target.
I'll just say this: when you're taking those long shots, like, you know, in math class, the joke, you know, when are you ever going to use this? Yeah, especially, you know, for being, you know, there is a tremendous amount of math. Then you have to figure out the Coriolis effect, which is actually the spin of the Earth, how it's going to affect the bullet. You have temperature. You have so many variables, and like those stories are true. I mean, and the thing is, like, the Canadians, for whatever reason, have some of the best snipers in the world. You know, for as nice as they are, they're some of the deadliest people on this planet.
So
They're super nice about it when they do it.
Negan
Exactly.
has an actual question about our toys and stuff here.
Exactly. Sorry.
Hey!
Do you
Hey, those
think
could
we're
come
just
out.
keeping the hobby? And
Those weapons could come out.
what I'm thinking, from my response to this, do reissues cheapen the hobby? No, of course not.
They reinforce it.
If you are into flipping these things, then yes, of course, it's going to hurt you. But anybody that is a collector is going to appreciate the fact that they now have an opportunity to obtain something that they weren't able to afford previously. So unless they're making really bad reissues, then no, it doesn't cheapen the hobby at all. It does frustrate me though that they go back and visit lines that I don't personally care about. But what can you do there? I'm just hoping.
Exactly.
I say the same thing. Like, it's resale wise, if you are looking to sell these figures, unfortunately, you gotta look at the fact that Hottoys now is growing, becoming a much bigger business, and they want to hop on these lines, to make more revenue, get those numbers up. As of right now, sitting on Hottoys, you gotta pick your moments to sell them. Because if you see that they're selling for high, you can't slow down and hold them. You gotta sell. If you're looking to sell them high, because at some point, there's probably some inside scoop that Hottoys was gonna reissue something. Hell, there's moments where from resellers in HK on the resale market were selling the Mark 47 for high money, right? They were trying to get that out there, because there was word that the Mark 47 was becoming a reissue. And they were trying to get these out. They were trying to sell these immediately. And then, look what happened. We got the freaking Mark 47 reissued. And then the whole market went like, poof. It went back to freaking $400. People were bringing it down in price on the eBay and such. So that's the thing, though. When you see a figure that's if you're a collector that's doing the resale market, you got to make sure that you're noticing these prices. If they're selling for higher than usual, that would mean, or selling quite well, that would mean that there is word in the grapevine that a reissue is coming, or a brand new Anakin is coming.
Well, and now here's the funny thing that you mentioned that. And again, it all goes back to Disney acquiring licenses. I would not be surprised, again, down the road, we see an Aliens line again. Hicks, Hudson, with Ripley in the power loader. Because Disney now owns the full license, and they can tell Hot Toys, hey, make that. And those characters are always loved. Specifically, Hicks, Hudson, and, again, Ripley. They're still so relevant in pop culture. That's easy money for Hot Toys. And I totally see them potentially doing that. And if they want to go, again, hardcore, they make a 1/6 APC.
Yeah. That'd be huge, though. That would be really big. The one thing, though, Nate, to address what you're saying is the people buying these things and concerned about what they're worth later, I don't put them in the collector category. I put them in the resale category.
Oh, whoa,
I
whoa,
buy
whoa,
these things.
whoa,
Stop!
Boz.
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
Slow down.
I get cut off enough. These things I buy because I freaking love them.
Let them fight.
Right?
Let them fight.
I don't need to worry
Two
about
nerds enter.
what it's going to be worth, just how much I'm willing to pay for it. That should be the only thing that you concern yourself with, is how much you're willing to pay for it. Not how much it's going to go for down the line. That is not a collector. That is a flipper.
Oh, see, because I have to disagree. I have to disagree with you. Yeah, okay. If you buy something, it doesn't matter, and you have to be honest with yourself. And if you're spending $253, or for Iron Man's $4 plus, there's a little part in the back of your head when you're making that decision that says, God forbid something happens. If I need to sell this, can I get my money back? Or can I get a few more dollars? I mean,
I do like to hear that my piece that I own is worth money, but I'm never planning to part with them. So if shit hits the fan, then it's just gonna have to go whatever I can get for it. And
now here's the thing though, like in Six Scale Network, I used to do these scalper memes galore because it was fun just seeing the reactions to it. But then scalpers, or the term scalpers for collectors that sell their resale figures or whatever, they were literally feeling insulted that we call scalpers. And then there's the whole definition, what is really a scalper, and this and that. At the end of the day, we're all collectors in some form or fashion. And unfortunately, you know, there are collectors that will feel that way towards those collectors that do sell. And
I'm not
unfortunately,
knocking selling, Nate. I'm knocking the people that buy them with the intention to flip them later. That's the
but
one.
then those collectors also might have their own collection, and they're just buying 2 or 3 of them to sell later. That's the thing.
See, yeah,
I made a meme. And one of my favorite memes I've made. It's from the Batman Dark Knight Rises. No, Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, not Rises, but Dark Knight, where Two-Face is like, you either die a collector or live long enough to become a scalper.
Yep. I mean, here's the thing. If you have a figure, and for whatever reason you haven't opened it, and it's, 3-4 years later, and the thing's going for 3-4 times retail value, guess what? That's not scalping. That's retail value of the market.
But that's not necessarily meant that you planned it, though. That means that you just didn't have a place to display it. And
Yeah,
if
exactly,
I hadn't opened it and I hadn't desired to open it and it's still sealed in the box, obviously I'm not going to attach to it. Yes, I'll sell it. And yes, I'll get the extra money out of it. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking the person that plays that market like that. I'm knocking the people that intentionally will booger something that somebody could have bought for retail price just because they want to make money later.
See, and here's because if they buy 1 or 2, yeah, that you might not think that necessarily is right, but that's not scalping. Scalping, and again, is to the point where you're artificially creating the demand by buying the supply. Now, if you're buying 1 or 2 extra to hold, to flip, to sell, or trade, some people might not appreciate that, but that's not scalping. That's forward thinking. Again, that's my perspective of it.
Now, guys, before we continue to our next subject that Gabe's going to pull up for us, the one thing I will say with this scalper collector war that's happening these past few months and years, especially with the reissue, we're seeing a lot more of this war popping up because of the reissues. Like, we didn't see much of these scalper wars until the reissues started coming out. Then
anybody's got a problem with reissues. I have a problem with those people. How about that?
So here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you pick the path you choose, you want to pick the path of the collector, that's on you. You want to pick the path of the scalper, that's on you. But you gotta understand either path. You gotta understand that there are going to be complications between the both realms, and you don't take it personally, because this has been this whole scalper war has been around even before Hottoys.
Yeah,
so do not take it personally if this insults you about being called a scalper or stuff. Because the thing is, you do you. If you want to buy up a few figures and hoard them and then sell them for resale value later down the line, that's on you. And you still want to be a collector, that's on you too. Just do not be preaching that I'm a reseller, I'm a high reseller. Then people are gonna come at you and say you're a scalper. I'm just saying is, just understand there are consequences with the path you choose.
To finish what I was saying, and this should round it all out, I have no problem if you decide to collect a certain way. But that I don't feel is a collector, people that buy with the intention of selling later. That is not a collector. That is somebody who's in it for money and not a collector. They don't love the pieces they have. That's the point I was trying to make.
I understand what you're saying. I understand. Yes. I understand what you're saying about that. But at the end of the day, there are scalpers out there who are also collectors. So
there's no clear cut yes or no, right or wrong.
There's no light and dark. There's gray. It's a gray area when it comes to scalping.
But if you're buying pieces just because of tentative value, is what I'm talking about.
Now here's the thing. I do get mad. I do get mad at scalpers, but I get mad at them when I was collecting Funkos. I don't get mad at them anymore with Hottoys, because with Funkos, they be scalping the hell out of Funkos, using the bot to buy a whole bunch of these freaking figures, and that's why I left Funko in the first place, because I was getting tired of scalpers just buying the whole freaking stock, and then I had to go freaking eBay to spend 2 times the amount. I understand what you say. I have the animosity towards
Calm down,
scalpers.
Calm down. It's okay.
I moved away from that. I
Goose
moved away from
Fraba.
Funkles,
Goose
and I went to Hottoys. I went to Hottoys, and I have an opportunity to get the figures I want without playing the scalper game. At the end of the day, I do understand what you're saying, but then there's also scalpers that are collectors. I know scalpers who are collectors as well, and it's not like light or dark, and they're still good people. Scalpers are still good people.
I probably came off a bit strong, man. I'm not putting it down per se. I'm just saying the title is not the same. That's all I'm saying. You guys do you, but if you're buying with the intention of selling, I don't feel that that's a collector. That is just an entire other animal. A collector is somebody who's buying something to collect it, to keep it. That is what a collector. I mean, look at the collector from Marvel. He's not getting rid of any of his stuff. That's all his stuff. He collects it. That's me. That's a collector.
No, he's a hoarder.
Well, I guess I'm a hoarder. If you guys want to be like that, so you can still get collectors and resell your stuff. But yeah.
But Mike, I do understand what you're saying, and that's the thing, though. Like, what's cool about Hottoys is that you have a chance to make these purchases. Now, if you're a new collector down the line, then unfortunately, you're gonna have to play the scalper game and purchase these. And at the end of the day, I don't like the scalping game, but that's the market we have today. That's the market that's there. And if you want to sell your figure for twice the amount of money, that's the price it's going for at the moment. So, because collectors also take advantage of that as well, that aren't scalpers. Like, you know what? But here's the thing, though. If you have your morals, kind of like Dom Prime here. Dom Prime, he has sold me a few figures that could have been freaking resell
like
twice
your
or
Mando.
3 times.
Like your Mando.
That the Mandalorian, Dom Prime sold this to me for pretty much retail.
But I had to help you pose.
Yes, he had to help me pose. So, yeah, he could have sold this for $500. Easy.
Because I'm a collector. That's how I know how to pose it.
So there is opportunity. There's options out there. Just you gotta have the patience. There is a market for resale for scalpers. If you feel like you don't want to take your time trying to find these figures and you want to spend the resale price, then go for it. But if you take your time and make the right friends, be more out there and do the research, you'll be able to find. Most of my grails were retail. I found most of my grails retail. I did not spend the scalper price either on none of them because I was taking my time with it and hunting.
Now, I did spend a lot of extra money on my Predators because I bought those after they were all gone. I had to pay eBay prices or whatever, try to find the best prices there. And I'm not mad about that. I missed my window. I had to play catch up if I wanted those figures. Now, granted, I got to pick and choose versus what I wanted and how much money I was willing to spend to a degree. And that's the best I could do. But I wasn't mad at any of those sellers for selling that product, especially when they still had it new in the box. So I'm not saying I hate people that do that. I just, again, I feel that the collector title really isn't where it belongs on them. That's just, so.
Here's the thing, too.
I do feel you on that.
Well, and here's a part that's not necessarily that's the same, say, as like with Black Series or normal retail figures. To be in this game, you already have to again be doing slightly well at your job or be slightly well off to afford figures that are $225, $250 just to start with. So, and again, it's one of those things. I mean. And I know there are younger people watching that collecting, or you have the people that are busting their hump just to afford that one figure that, no matter what, will be their own personal grail. But the unfortunate thing, and again with the economy, is this is, and I'll be the first to admit, this is a privileged hobby. So we have, again, in the community, we have the ability and we have the resources that most other collectors necessarily won't have. So it's almost like we're trying to take advantage of ourselves because we know we can, because we have the resources. Because the guy that's looking for this figure, he's just like you because he has a certain amount of disposable income. You probably know he's not, if he's looking for it, he's not doesn't want to wait, or it's sold out and he's got to fight 4 other people to get it. So there is that aspect too. We're taking advantage of ourselves because we know we can, and we know we're probably going to get what we're wanting because we have the same idea set that if there's something we want, we can't get it, we're going to pay what we want. And if that means we have to fight other people to get that, it's going to happen. You know,
I would also like to add a little bit of the non-collector bit here, that this isn't, as far as what I can see, this is not like what some people are going through with graphics cards and CPUs right now. Like that's a tool that people are scalping that actually affects other people's jobs. This is a fun thing. We get to have fun collecting these, or if that's your money, you know, doing a little bit of hustling on the side. So, I don't know. Like this, I see this as fun. Anything that I collect, I see this as just fun. And if I'm not having fun with it, then
yeah, like for me personally, if I sell a figure, I like eBay. eBay, is like my last resort. But you know what? I just put it up there. I don't screw with the price. I put it at 99 cents, and I let the market dictate, because you know what? That's how it's supposed to work. Ultimately, because again, if I'm going to stick by here and say this is what the market dictates, then I also have to put my money where my mouth is. I've sold figures on eBay. I ended up selling a first order snow trooper, this officer. It sold for $88, and then it shipped to Canada. I think I made $60 on the deal, but you know what? That's what it was, and I got to eat my money, put it where, own up to it. So it's just, you have to be realistic with these things, and like I keep saying.
Now, with all this being said, though, if any of the viewers have a Pred Alien MMS 55 non-battle damage that they would like to part with, that's in good shape.
All right. So you all heard this. You already heard our rant, and you already heard Moz's request. If you guys got that Predator figure for him, hit him up. But Gabe, you had something you wanted to show us.
Yeah. So this is partially, some of you may have seen it, that the Kenobi cast has been released, and that they start principal photography in April. So these are going to be some of the key faces you're going to be seeing.
I don't know who half those are. I know Ewan, Hayden, and Joel and Bonnie, but the rest I don't know who they're going to be because I haven't read
All right.
anything.
Have you ever watched Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
unfortunately.
Song Kang is yeah.
So I noticed old boy Ice Cube's son is in this too. Look at that.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I can see the actors' names and who they are. I just don't know who they're playing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who they're playing either. But these are going to be faces, and if there's a key character, I was wondering, do you guys think that those key characters could end up Hottoys like everything else?
Well, Bonnie was on that HBO thing recently about that sex cult. What's it?
QAnon?
No.
And the Dixon?
No.
Yeah.
With the girls, the woman that was the actress that was on Battlestar Galactica that was like married to the ringleader of. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen that yet.
No, she was on Smallville. It was Smallville. Allison Mack.
Yeah. Okay. And her wife, she married, was on Battlestar Galactica. Like one of them's going to jail for like 15 years.
And Nikki Klein was the Battlestar Galactica girl.
Okay. Yeah. And that was her wife. But didn't they get divorced or something? I don't know.
I don't know, but I know she was part of that cult there for a while too, and she got out.
Yeah, the Nivixum cult.
That's just some weird stuff.
Nixium,
yeah. Couldn't think of the name.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Nixium. Look at that. So far, what I'm looking at, Ewan McGregor and definitely Hayden Christensen will probably get their Hottoys. It's no doubt.
Okay.
Hayden Christensen, as far as like, now there's talks that people want the Dark Side reissue, the Dark Side Anakin reissue, and there's going to be flashbacks going back into the Jedi Temple from what I've been hearing. So that's one way of getting a Dark Side Anakin.
But they would release it as a TMS, not the actual reissue of the Dark Side.
Kind of like what they did with the Knightmare Batman, but without the base. It's gonna be a different base. So.
Yeah, it would probably be something like the Jedi Temple, or that, or if it, or they'll put just like a standard stand, and they have the topper to look like the floor of the temple.
It's gonna be the Mandalorian sandy stand with the footprints that everybody loves so much.
Why is everybody just hated on that stand? Like,
I like it
because it's
footprints.
I mean, when did they first start using that with the Sand Trooper? And it's been used like 20 times since.
I like it
no
better
joke.
than adding the little card for the graphic. I don't like the little card graphic thing. They're like, oh, here's a picture of sand on this little card. I don't like that. But if they just got rid of the footprints, it would be good on that.
So here's the thing. Who cares about the base? Okay, look. I only care if the iconic character has a cool moment in the film or in the show, and their base doesn't mirror that. That's my only problem. Kind of like with Moff Gideon. That should have been a half TIE Fighter base. No, they didn't do that. They just threw in a freaking Imperial base. That same Imperial base. That's when I have issues.
Yeah, like the... Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
No, I was saying, like the Sideshow Scout Trooper, the base that comes with, yeah, it's got the standard Sideshow base, but then it's got all the additional toppers and the additional parts you put on the base to make it look like the Endor Forest. Like, that is an actual base. Can you make him, put his foot up with his little blaster, put his foot up on the logs? That totally sells that for, I guess, what that, the Scout Trooper is supposed to do.
I think that's for you, Nat.
You're funny. I didn't have prep time with the freaking
prep time.
Character.
You've had the figure for like a month, dude. Why haven't you posed it?
Because I've been working. I've been working to build up my Hot Toys. Okay, so shut up. Don't make me. I'll get you. I'll get you.
These two were literally like posing that toy for at least 15 minutes before we started.
Move the leg.
He's like, I want to do the walking pose. I was like,
sweep the leg, Johnny. No mercy. Sweep the leg.
No
why does it leave like fucking
dead,
dude? It needs to be shot out.
Don't worry. I'll do better next time. Because right now, I had no time.
We had to give up on the walking pose though. He finally nailed something that looked natural. I was like, just leave it there. That's good.
Just leave it there. That's good. But. Here's another thing.
Just to your head. That way you'll be fine.
Are we gonna see now? Here's the thing. Are we gonna see shots fired. Now, are we gonna see a Mythos Obi-Wan Kenobi, kind of like what they have from Sideshow, but with the Kenobi show from Hottoys?
I don't think Mythos.
Yeah, they'll do a new one from Hottoys. Yeah, they'll do a new one.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna do it like that. Destitute. I
want an Alec McGuinness hot toy, though. I want Alec McGuinness.
Somebody
have they actually come out and said, is this, 4 years after Revenge of the Sith? 5, 7 years, 8 years? You have the potential for them to actually redo the Rebels scene again, where he kills Maul live action. So, do we have or is this going to span, 6, 7 years through 7, 8 episodes?
I don't know, but I know we've got. This is Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru. Yeah. So the possibility of Luke Skywalker being a boy is definitely there, just based off of how we look from.
Hopefully, it's not that kid at the bottom right, because that is not Luke Skywalker.
That's not Luke Skywalker. That's not going to be Luke Skywalker. So, and somebody earlier was like, maybe an Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru hot toy.
Do you think it would be Kamel? Do you think Kamel will be Luke Skywalker? Who's Kamel?
I think he's going to be something. I think he's going to be Imperial.
Oh.
I think Indra Varma is definitely going to be an Imperial of some sort. I'm thinking an Inquisitor.
From what I'm seeing from the group here, we could have a possible story arc or the whole arc where we have bounty hunters going after Kenobi.
Yeah. That's true.
This looks like a bounty hunter group. Like we got Ice Cube's son here. We got
O'Shea Jackson. His name's right there, man.
Yeah, O'Shea Jackson. But I love to use the Ice Cube. Okay.
Look,
He's his own
he called
person.
me Bob for the
He's his
first
own
few
person.
years we knew each other. From Jay and Silent Bob, that's all he called me. And then his family now calls me Bob. They don't call me Gabriel. They don't call me Gabe. If I walk into that house, his whole family, hey Bob, and like, hey. So him calling him Ice Cube Jr., he's gonna do that for the next few years.
I'm not coming over there now. That might be Bob too. That's it.
Okay.
But then, you see what OG fan says about the Terry Gillen posing? I don't care too much for Terry posing. What was the Sideshow? He's okay, but if you really need to see a poser, go to Posing with Peter.
Yeah, Posing with Peter.
He's got the best poses out there. He really knows how to bring the life to characters. Terry, you can tell it's just a job to him, and it's kind of sad to watch, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, though. You guys may love, and I don't know him personally. He could be cool, but my opinion, watching him is like watching him, doing a job, not enjoying his videos at all. So
Yeah, Kate.
Peter was
sorry.
posing with Peter.
Wow. Keith
Awesome.
just said O'Shea might beat Sol Guerrera.
That makes that makes sense.
That would.
Yeah.
I could see that. Man, I could see that.
So we might get a Sol Guerrera Hottoy finally.
And it'll look like Ice Cube Jr. to you.
Yes, Ice Cube Jr., yes. It will be Ice Cube Jr. I would call him Ice Cube Jr. Guerrera.
So Ice Chip instead of Ice Cube.
Chip.
Ice Chip? Or he got like...
That's so messed up, man. He's actually a good actor, man. I saw him.
He is.
I love him.
He
What are
is,
you
he
talking
is.
about? I love him. I just call him
Like,
Ice Cube
This
Jr.
is just one of Nat's perks. Or it's just give it to him. Let him have it.
But yeah, I want to see a Cad Bane. That's what I want to really see. Cad Bane. Like, good
Cad
time.
Bane,
Good time.
dude.
Well, technically,
Cad
well-
Bane Hot Toy, yes.
Well, technically, by the Boba deleted scene, he's dead.
Sorry, Boba deleted scene. What?
Now, it is a deleted scene. Usually deleted scenes, if it, they don't bring them back into canon, in a way, if they decide they want to do that. So they're taking it out from the actual canon. So there is a chance that we might see Cad Bane reappear in Book of Boba Fett and then have his final duel with him there.
I mean, yeah, that is
I
a
want him to
potential.
stick around. I want him to be alive. And then what's his name? The pirate guy from Rebels and Clone Wars.
My boy, what's his name?
I forgot his name. The one that's always talking his way out of stuff.
Man, I just watched these two.
I
I
know.
can't
Hondo.
remember his name.
Hondo Anaka.
Hondo.
I want a Hondo.
Hondo, yes.
I want a Hondo. I want a young Hondo and an old Hondo.
Oh, I'll just tell you this.
We need a
when I went-
2-pack of Hondos.
when I went to Disney last year, Disney World, I went on the Rise of the Resistance. The animatronic they have of Hondo Anaka literally looks like it's stepped out of a cartoon. It is perfect.
Nice.
So,
Hondo.
yeah, I mean, it's almost like one of those things. Whoever worked on the animatronic, you almost want to see if they could scale their stuff down to a 1/6 figure, because
Sure they can.
that would be impeccable.
A lot of those guys also work
Hey,
the movie
Greg.
industry.
Grab Negan again, man. What's your best advice to a new collector to this hobby? I'm sorry, Gabriel. I didn't mean to cut you off. But I did. But I didn't.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Just want to make sure we're addressing our guests, man. People watching.
Yep.
You gotta be respectful here.
Yeah. Ultimately, you need to have a budget. You need to know what you got to play with. That's the first thing. You need to decide what is important to you, and you need to realize you might not be able to complete the whole line. You can't be a completionist because sometimes it's not worth it. And you'll drive yourself crazy and you'll put yourself in the poorhouse. You need to focus on what means something to you, what you can afford, how you're going to display it, and how it's going to fit in with the rest of your collection. I mean, ultimately, it's up to you. Don't be swayed personally by other pictures, other reviews. I mean, if you like something, you have to research whether it's for you or not. And ultimately, if you go to something and you can't pre-order it, you can't order it, you have to think about it. Ultimately, for me personally, if I after the second or third time going to a site looking at it, I can't pre-order it or I can't order it. It's just an impulse thought and I let it pass. Give it a day or two and 99% of the time it just fades out.
Yeah, I'm still looking for Alien.
Exactly. I mean, ultimately, you have to do the research. If you see something, don't, unless it's something you've immediately fall in love with, don't impulse buy it. Again, if it just is out for pre-order, yeah, you give it some time to sink in, resonate, and I mean, it's up to you. I mean, ultimately, you're going to learn as you explore through this hobby. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. Just don't overextend yourself.
Yeah, don't impulse buy.
Moz. There he is. All right, Moz, what's your advice?
This was my impulse buy, and this was a $500 mistake. So, I mean, he looks cool and all, but he just wants to fall apart, and it's not what I wanted. I wanted the clean version.
Facts, though. Steve is speaking facts, though.
I wanted the clean version here, because the clean version is just aesthetically much nicer of a piece. They still have a lot of problems with the body, though, and so you gotta be careful with that, man. Don't jump on stuff just because you think you want it. Know exactly what you want, because there wasn't a lot of reviews for this guy. I didn't even know about him. He's not even listed on the Hottoys checklist. But and as far as budgeting, throw it out the window. Just don't go broke buying your stuff, because there's no, as it was said before in the chat, there's no budget that can handle this hobby. But do try to consolidate what you buy. I mean, don't try to complete everything. Mandalorian, I'm loving the show, but I'm not buying every piece of that. I'm not buying all the troopers. I'm not buying several things, but I am getting the key players that I want. Yeah, I'll use this.
As for me, patience, social media,
and a lot of dry ramen. Two for $3 McDonald's is your friend. Okay, the $2 for $3 at McDonald's menu is your friend. But no, true story though. Have the patience and get on social media. Make friends, and have your friends help you out. Help your friends out. It's a community. You will find you'll most likely find a figure you're looking for. As far as like Grail figures or figures you missed out on, consider that gone. If you have a chance to purchase it, that's not resale. You got to put yourself out there and find the figure. Like, especially with the friends, that keep an eye out, because there's times where there's a deal out there for you. But it's all about patience. Especially,
I have something to add to that, Nathan.
What's up?
I have something to add to that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but for the deal thing, as I mentioned before, I bought a lot of the Predators after they had already been sold out. A good thing to try is to go to Sideshow's website, and they'll show you, if you're in the U.S. anyway, they'll show you authorized resellers. Call them up, even if they don't have a webpage. Find their phone number and call them up. I got a Scar Predator for $300 new in the box, never been opened. 2.0 Scar, he's reselling for $400 all day. And I also picked up one of my other Predators from the same store, Shadow Predator, for retail, exactly retail price, like $220. And no, I'm sorry, $190. My bad. $190 is what Shadow Predator cost me, but he's already $300. So you definitely want to go to their website, look at their authorized resellers, and call them and see what they have in stock. Because a lot of these mom and pop shops don't have websites of their own. So there's a big hint. I'm sorry to cut you off, Nate, but I don't want to forget that point.
No, that's fine. Like I said, there's other venues. Kind of like the question that popped up. Do you guys search for, do research on their stores? Yes, we do, because there are gems out there that people don't notice, or the comic book shop or the owners of the shop don't realize the prices they have, and sometimes you want to take that opportunity. Hey, they're selling it for that price, go for it. And there's sometimes where stores are selling, they couldn't sell for the resale price, and they discount it to almost retail, and you're like, if it's there, go for it. Chachur Imwe. At the time, Chur and Imwe, I bought it off, what was that store, Moz? I can't remember.
JHS Toys.
JHS Toys. At the time, during the Christmas season of 2019, that's when I was first collecting. I was talking with Moz, and I was like, bro, I think I'm gonna go with the Deluxe Chirrut Imri because it's close to retail. With that shipping, it's free shipping, but the price was literally close to retail. If they had reissued this figure, or restocked it on Sideshow, that's how much I'll be paying for it right now. So I'm like, yes, let me go for it right now, and I did, and that's the thing, though. You know, it's all about putting your time and effort to. If you have the time and effort, and if you're patient enough, that's
yeah, because their free shipping
advice.
can take a little bit for theirs, but they have some good prices on there. Some of their products aren't marked up, but others that you may want are almost retail. So JHS Toys, I've done business with them. That was pre-pandemic though, because I know the postal service has been all kinds of out of whack, and they pretty much just do free shipping through. They come to the U.S. with USPS. So that's all I know. So, and you can wait up to a month, I think. How long did you wait, Nate, for your Henry?
Let's see. So I ordered it in December. It came in at the beginning of February.
Yeah. So it can take up to a month. It could be as quick as 2 weeks for the free shipping with that. And also Popcultcha. Don't forget Popcultcha, because you're American.
Yeah,
if you're
Popcultcha got
American,
some,
your dollar goes a long way with them. I got Ripley below U.S. retail. My Ellen Ripley, she was 200.
I got a New Hope. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Sorry, a New Hope what?
I got a New Hope Chewy for 180 shipped.
Yeah, because our dollar goes further than theirs.
You know what's another thing? Popcultcha. There were deals over there that I spotted, like the Arkham, not the Arkham, the what's his name, the armored Batman from BVS. Those were going for like close to retail over there. I was like, dude, if I wanted to get the armored Batman, I could have, because they were.
I got the chart. Oh, sorry, we keep interrupting each other.
Continue.
I got the Chikari 2-pack 2 weeks before Endgame came out from Popcultcha, shipped 168.
Nice.
Wow.
The 2-pack.
I want to address Brody real quick with his local comic shop yanking up the price from Sideshow. I can tell you right now, Sideshow doesn't give you the best deals as a retailer. And then, of course, you have to pay freight on top of that. So in order to make that margin back, they might be charging a little bit more. I don't know how much your local shop is charging above Sideshow, but that could be the reason for it. It could maybe, I would hope it's no more than like $10 in Sideshow, which would make it about right, in my opinion, for some of those smaller shops to carry that stuff. I know our shop, I think, raises like $5 from Sideshow, but when you take shipping into consideration, it kind of balances out from ordering from Sideshow direct.
So guys, I know we were. Wait, is that Popcultcha?
No,
that's Popcultcha Zone. My bad.
Popcultcha.
It's Popcultcha law. You know, like
Popcultcha.
Dragula, Popcultcha law.
Nah, that's my bad. I told you that was one, but I was like, okay, I read it wrong.
Popcultcha. I just typed it in the YouTube chat there. Popcultcha.
But yeah, guys, there's the site.
This it?
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah, they don't have a lot on there. I don't think they really stock up too much, but they don't always sell out. Like I said, my Ripley was sitting there; she was sold out everywhere else. But they still had my Ellen Ripley there when I bought her, and I paid $212 shipped for Ellen Ripley, brand new in a box. Because these aren't resold; these are just, these are all new. That was USD though. I mean, this is AUD prices you're seeing here, I think.
No, this is US. It's March.
It says USD now. Maybe they changed the site now where they do that.
Yeah.
Now, before we enter our end game for this stream.
Well, that $4.99 is still cheaper than Sideshow for the 2-pack.
Speaking of Sideshow, I wanted to talk about Sideshow for a minute, because just recently we lost the Incinerator Trooper. That thing hit freaking waitlist. Actually, like, there was no warning for it. Peter hit us up on Facebook, and he also hit us up on the live stream.
Yep, Sunday night. And
Sunday night.
And people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go order it now," and then Monday morning waitlisted.
Yep.
There's my
let's see.
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, yes, the
That's how I'm gonna.
Bo-Katan.
That's how I'm gonna pose her too, just like well, with the helmet. I mean, not necessarily that pose.
I'm probably gonna have her without the helmet. 'Cause I really
Is
wanna show off
Vision
the
like
head sculpt.
sitting down? That's a weird pose. Vision pose.
Yeah, that's the imaginary chair he's supposed to come with.
Yeah, the imaginary chair flying pose. Okay.
I swear to God, if Hottoys does not deliver us with the director's chair, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, he's not coming with it. He's not coming with it. Let me show you what he's coming with. I can
But
print
they
it out.
showed it-
I got my printer working.
They showed it up. I'm gonna talk to you about that. I'm gonna need you to work on. the
I'm
chair.
waiting on a new screen still. It's probably stuck on that evergreen or something, man. I don't know where it is. My tracking literally says since March 17th, it says shipping label created USPS waiting item.
Wait, you know what pisses me off? If you type Superman into SS, Batman shows up. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you from
It's
there.
an associated search based off the algorithm. So basically, it's a DC generated search. Just like if you put in Iron Man, you're gonna get Thor, you're gonna get Hawkeye, you're gonna get anything related to the Avengers. It's an algorithm based on a search parameter.
As far as like the next figure to be waitlisted, as far as Star Wars is concerned, I would not sleep on Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon, I'm surprised Qui-Gon has lasted this long.
I'm gonna sleep on him because I hate that sculpted hair on him like that. Any long
Is it-
hair like that, where it falls on the shoulders, it's just gonna affect head movement, and it's just annoying me. I don't want to deal with it.
Now, is it the hair that's the problem, or is the head sculpt?
It's the hair.
It's the hair.
I know. I think. I believe that the sculpted hair looks better, but it looks weird once you turn his head to the side. It's going to look really ridiculous with that sculpted hair. I'm sorry. That is like the only way he can have him look and have him look right.
Wow. Now.
I'm sorry,
I
Nate.
think.
I'm sorry.
I think. It's okay. It's okay. I love my Qui-Gon. Okay, and I know people are gonna love him even more when he hits resale.
Just don't
price.
tell everybody that you love your Qui-Gon. They might look at you funny.
Hey, looking for a good deal.
Looking for a good deal on Qui-Gon. But
Yep.
no, true story though. Don, I think we talked about this. Because they already have the Neeson head sculpt, you think they'll give us the Ra's al Ghul for Batman Begins?
I mean, it's potential. Again, like we were talking about before, if this supposed hate on the Begins reissue is happening, that again, if the numbers are low, I mean, the potential is there, but if the numbers are low, no, I don't see it. If the numbers are decent and justified for the Hottoys to do it, then I potentially see them doing it. But it all depends on the pre-order numbers for the reissue.
I think if they do make a Ra's al Ghul, it should come with that hair.
The Qui-Gon hair.
Just the Qui-Gon hair, the Ra's al Ghul outfit, and the stiff Qui-Gon hair. Just
Yeah, it's party Ra's al Ghul.
it's party Ra's al Ghul.
I want to Ken Watanabe Ra's al Ghul. That's the Ra's al Ghul I want. The Ken how do you say his name? Watanabe? Wasabi?
Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, I want his.
Now-
I want him for my Ra's al Ghul.
Now, let me see. Who said it here? Let me see.
I got him pre-ordered.
Was it Steve? Who said it here? Yes, I think Rex and IG-11 have a chance of getting waitlisted from pre-order. Rex, especially now that he shows up in Bad Batch. Now, here's the thing, though. I wonder, because it's been hinted that Rex is coming out soon. I wonder if it's because of the hype for it, as far as like pre-orders are concerned. Because I know there's collectors out there that were pre-ordering Captain Rex a lot more than Cody.
Yeah, I pre-ordered Rex. I didn't bother with Cody at all. Mainly because of reviews where he's got the antenna that just breaks off, and the left arm thing, and plus he's in a stormtrooper outfit already, which I kind of don't like because you can't pose those kind of armors. I went with Rex because Rex is just Rex is Rex. Rex is cool.
I don't think he's gonna sell out with pre-orders. I think he's gonna sell out. I think he's gonna sell out maybe a month after adding the card.
Yeah, he won't be in. No, I'm saying 2 to 3 weeks at most, especially after Bad Batch comes out.
Because Cody, he lasted for a good minute, and there's
But that's
a couple
Cody.
troopers that Well, is it because of no one pre-ordered him?
And
Is that the
Sideshow
reason why?
already made a Cody too, so a lot of people already had a Cody, although it was a different version of Cody. But you know,
No,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
especially
think, I don't
since
think
Hot
Rex
Toys-
is gonna sell out. I don't
Well,
think Rex is gonna sell out.
Oh, sorry.
No, continue.
No, I was just gonna say, especially like he's gone before, since Hot Toys designed the Sideshow armor for the Sideshow clones. It's just, the new one is an update essentially done by the same company. So I can understand where he's coming from, especially when you have people who are like, well, I already have Cody. Why do I want to drop another $270 on him? Plus tax, shipping, all that stuff.
yeah. Now, did they ever do a Rex? I don't know. Sideshow.
Wait,
Yeah.
Didn't they? Yeah, they did do it.
Yeah, they did the normal Rex, then they did the
Yeah.
Phase 2, the modified helmet Phase 2 with the Phase 1 faceplate. Yeah, they did all the Rexes, all the
But he
variations.
didn't come with the Ahsoka faceplate, right?
No, because that was just created last year.
Aha!
Now, here's the thing, though. There was controversy for Rex because they were like, okay, we're getting a Clone Wars Captain Rex, but there's no Phase 1 helmet. And I'm thinking Hot Toys is going to come out with the Phase 1 helmet, but it's going to be just the Phase 1 Captain Rex. All Phase 1 Captain Rex. Versus this one is just Phase 2. So,
I'm happy with the outfit right there. That's all the only one I need.
Yeah,
yeah,
same thing.
I'm fine with this. And
Like,
I don't
unless
mind.
they do a Clone Wars or a Rebels Rex, then I might have to buy another Rex.
Yeah, like I said, I already built mine.
Yes, but that's not mine.
Cody is good. Mine was fine. No issues. My bear paws have knocked the antenna off a few times and it's survived. Thank God. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of issues with Cody. I got my second Cody coming in Friday, I think. So I'm hoping that one also is a good one as well because I've been hearing the whole like arm dislocating and whatever. I'm like, please, for the love of God, do not give me that bad luck.
What do you guys suppose the Grogu ship date's going to be for Hot Toys? When do you think we're going to see that coming out? I mean, I know it's already out over there, but I mean, here in the U.S.
I see the getting to April. I think I see that happening in April.
Yeah, I mean,
out in April.
At this point, it's you got the port issues, but apparently in the past week, Sideshow has a bunch of connexes they have just opened or they still need to open. So I have a feeling that like right now Sideshow is kind of at a lull because they're still opening all their containers. But then there's going to be an absolute massive onslaught of stuff being shipped out within the next 4 to 5 days and continuing until, the port situation clears a little bit because they're going to be getting, a Connex in every day or so.
And how long do you think Grogu's going to last before he sells out?
I don't know because it's a life-size figure. It's 410. I maybe a month, 6 weeks. It's not going to be in and then within 72 hours it's gone. No.
And OG,
But
yes, I ordered one. Sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to answer his question.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Again, it's also a niche piece. If you have a 1/6 figures collection, where does life-size Grogu fit in?
I'm going to have him playing with my 1/6 figures. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take pictures of him playing with Mandalorian.
But how many people? But how many people can drop $410 just to do that?
I'm not one of them, but I did it anyway. Because I'm a collector.
Now we're bringing this up again, Boz.
No,
You want to bring the wrath of the scalpers up on us?
Just full circle, man. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to print out the cup for him, and I'll print out a frog for him when the printer's fixed, of course.
You got to make the macaroons.
Possibly. I won't give him real ones. That'd get them all dirty.
Now, OG fan says I have the Sideshow version, and that's the thing. I like the Sideshow version, but then when Hot Toys, here's the thing: I was this close in pre-ordering the Sideshow until Hot Toys finally announced they were doing a 1/6, a life-size Grogu, and I'm here like, now you.
I want to be able to pose it. I want to be able to pose
my
it.
attention.
For my
That's what I want. I
photography.
want to pose it. I want to pose my Grogu.
Yeah, in order
not
to
every-
pose the Sideshow one, you've got to hack the hell out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
And the
be
thing
like
is,
Adam Savage.
Adam, he's got a tutorial video of how to hack the Sideshow Grogu.
And how he added armchair wire and everything,
Yep.
and he did a whole number.
I
I
still
think it's
say
like on
Chris
his 1-day
cosplay is
builds.
better.
It's one of his 1-day builds. Man,
cosplay Chris.
but it looked really good when he was all finished and done. Did some little spritzes of paint to dirty up the outfit and everything. His turned out looking great. If you can do that, go for it.
Cosplay Chris, man. He had the best one. The Australian New Zealand guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cosplay Chris.
Yeah, he did the best one. So if anybody's going to take their statue and do it, watch his video. Don't watch Adams. Because Adams, when you see the two compared to each other, Chris's knocks it out of the park. I'm just saying. True story. And Chris actually knew what he was doing before he cut the damn thing apart. Whereas Adam's like, oh.
Well, that is Adam.
I was like, really? You didn't look at it first? You didn't evaluate this thing better? You just cut it up and go, oh. I don't want to do that with a $400 toy or statue or anything. But,
okay, so we're 5 minutes till close. So, I just wanted to, thank you guys for coming in for Tuesday because usually we do our streams on Wednesday. I think we were peaking at 40 at one point again, so that was pretty cool. I'm really hoping that we could get more live streams going. Doing the 2 per week. So pretty much it's gonna be Wednesday and Sundays, but for this week it was for today and then Friday because I saw that video by a few people. I thought I may do that, but when I got him, I was no way going to cut him up.
I wouldn't be able to cut him up either. That's why I just went with a Hottoy.
Yeah, I don't mind spending the extra $50 just to get a posable figure. That's pretty much the price tag. It's just that extra $50.
And his mouth opens.
Yep.
I can put the frog in there.
But guys, Friday we are doing the next live stream for this week. We are going to be announcing the winners of the giveaways with Dawn Prime on Friday as well, starting at 6 p.m. And hope to see you guys there as well. If you guys still want to enter for that giveaway, look up the past live stream that we did on the Suicide Squad. That's the one. If you want to comment on that video, you guys want to enter for it because we already have folks already on the list for that giveaway.
Yeah, you mean the Transformers one? You mean the page, right?
Also the page as well. We're going to do the page and the and your Flash giveaway you did.
Yeah. So the Flash giveaway, that's locked for the people in the Sunday comments.
But it's not Flash; it's just a surprise giveaway.
Exactly. But for the ongoing one, just go to the Facebook group Geeking Out Cafe. There's an announcement post for the 500 member giveaway. Just comment on that, and that again will be up until Thursday. Whenever Nate puts the Falcon Winter Soldier spoiler up, I will turn off the commenting. And we will determine a winner on Friday evening.
Actually, I might put up an announcement early because Godzilla comes out tomorrow. So I was thinking of doing an announcement post for no spoilers for tonight. If you want, unless you want to do the Falcon one, then we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Just go post now. Again, if you can't find it, just go to the announcements. You'll see the 500 member giveaway announcement. Just comment there, and by Thursday morning, or whenever Nate puts up the spoiler tag, and then I'll turn off commenting, and anybody from there will be entered.
Hey Maz, I wanted to bring this up before I forget. I did want to I know we talked about bringing you in for Miniature Heroes with the Predators, but I know that you're debating about that. But I did say that I wanted to bring you in as one of my posers for Miniature Heroes.
Okay.
So if you're still open for that, that'd be fine as well. Once we get that schedule going, how you feel like maybe a week in advance or a month in advance of what the schedule is looking like?
Yeah, I just need a little advance notice so I can let the shop know, or whatever I need to do for work,
Where are you at, Maz?
Georgia.
Where?
Georgia.
Oh, where in Georgia? I guess
Gwinnett County.
Gwinnett. Got it. I didn't know you were here. Don, you're in Massachusetts, right?
Oh no, New Hampshire.
Oh. I know,
Yeah. No,
I
I
know
used
we
to
were
live
talking
in
about
Mass back in the day, but
Massachusetts
I moved to New Hampshire.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
New Hampshire's beautiful. I would love to live there.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. I'm 40 minutes from the beach. I'm 40 minutes from the mountains, and I'm 40 minutes to Boston.
That's all.
So
Nice.
Well, guys, my headphones are going to give out. So thank you guys so much for dealing with me and my collector versus non-collector.
Man. Oh, good.
No, that was a fun little versus mode because I wanted to get that energy going. Come on, bring it. You want to go nuts? We'll go
ready,
nuts.
fight.
Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
But all right, guys. See you all Friday, and we'll talk more about possibly maybe more figures that come out by then, or whatever is coming out. I know Godzilla. Well, I don't know. We'll talk about spoilers about Godzilla because that'd be too early.
Yeah,
Next
early.
week. Yeah, probably next week.
Next week.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, this Friday, 6 p.m. same time. But next week we're going right back into Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday and Sunday. I apologize. Wednesday and Sunday for next week.
Yep, you got Godzilla on the brain. Go get some kaiju action.
Yes. All right, guys, take it easy, and may the good
See ya.
be with you always.
All right, bye-bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.